What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. Tonight we'll be doing a live play-by-play reaction scoreboard chat for the Orlando Magic visiting the San Antonio Spurs as they wrap up their homestand. The NBA season is almost over, and there's a lot to keep an eye on. If you're keeping an eye on our lottery position, the Toronto Raptors have won like 4 in a row. You got the Blazers, you got the Hawks, you got a whole lot of stuff going on. Looks like we'll finish about 8th, but then again, if we win some lottery ball magic again, maybe we drop in the top or move up to the top 4, maybe the top 1. Pat, good evening to you. Stephen D. Wemby's Castle. Stefan Castle, did he get Rookie of the Month in March? Rico, what's up? I did not know that. All right. He's been playing a little rough lately with his efficiency, so hopefully he has a good game tonight. The Orlando Magic are on a back-to-back, so maybe they'll be a little sleepy tonight. We'll see. Tax Brazilian Ghost, what's going on, Kyle? Thanks for stopping in. It's been a while. Where have you been? I'm so hurt. No, I'm really not. But I'm glad you're stopping in. Gabriel, what's going on? Go Spurs, go. A good day. You had a good day. I had a good day. Had fun doing the video tonight on Continental. If he keeps playing well, who knows? He might not even be available at the 8th pick when we get there. Pelvin Johnson's leading the NBA in bench points in March. He's been playing well lately. Yeah, things are good. Having fun with the second channel, and I got a lot of content planned. Originally, I've got the ASMR content. Actually, you're gonna wait till Stingray X Factor's in here. Cowboy X Factor, I gotta wait till he stops in. Castle jersey arrives tomorrow. Nice 2-clutch Corey. Anyone get pranked? Nope. Kyle, your Rockets look good. Paul Castle, Vassell Barnes, Biombo. So Biombo like that's back in the starting lineup. Hasn't played, and now he's all of a sudden back. Paisan, what's going on? I can't figure out Mitch Jones. I don't even know why I try to figure out Johnson. Yes, sir, Steve. What's going on, Bobby? February. Yes, smash the thumbs up. Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! Robbie, I have not forgotten. You won the last giveaway. I still haven't gotten an email from you. Are you keeping me in suspense here? Or do you want to gift it to somebody else? That's up to you, but you still get I'm on the hook for something for you. Jacob, I'm doing good. Joseph, Caldwell Pope, so KCP. Corey Joseph is starting. Franz Wagner, Boncaro, Carter Jr. So is Cole Anthony not playing? Because I thought he would start, but I guess not. Corey Joseph in the starting lineup. Thank you, J Money. Appreciate it. Well, I do not thank your Milwaukee Bucks for losing to the Atlanta Hawks. By the way, keep an eye on the game tonight. Portland is playing Atlanta. Go Portland, big time. The Greek Freak is requesting a trade to San Antonio. It's April 1st. Soyan's out with a back injury. Yeah, he's got a pain in the ASS. Caps 210. I'm done with freaking Charles Bassey. He's out tonight. Came back, played one game, looked like he hurt his knee on the block shot he had, and I'm done. Jacob, I will, absolutely. So the lottery results that are in, so what I have left planned for live streaming from between now and at least in the end of June, we will be doing the rest of the Spurs season. I think we have 8 games left after tonight, or 7. It's not many. It's the final countdown for sure. We'll be streaming the lottery results. That's going to be probably about a half hour to 45-minute stream. That is before a playoff game in May. I don't remember the date. The 15th or 18th, somewhere in the middle of May, we'll stream the actual NBA draft, and we'll probably we're going to do the Atlanta Hawks playing games because I'm going to be rooting for them to lose. Seems like a lot of Spurs fans are doing a hate watch for that. So that'll be fun. It helps. Yeah, you're a young team. We're hoping to be like you next year, or the Detroit Pistons, Kyle. Both teams, huge turnaround. The Pistons are the first team in NBA history, if you didn't hear me last stream, to triple their win total from the previous season. Last season, they had only 14 wins. They've tripled that. Okay, good. All good, Bobby. Cole Anthony off the bench. Got it. Derek, mathematically, it's within reach. It's not going to happen. I'm an optimistic Spurs fan, but I also am a realistic Spurs fan. We would have to win out. If we had Wemby and Fox, maybe. It's probably not. I don't think we're mathematically limited to clutch Corey, are we? But we are pretty much. We're not catching that ground. We're not. How many minutes did Bassey play Sunday? I think he was less than 10, Area 51. Last game of the season, April. Yeah, Toronto Raptors. That is going to be the tank toilet bowl. David Lee, what's going on? He says, let's go, you sexy bees. Thank you for stopping in. Racing Bacon Go Spurs go to you. That last game could be for lottery positioning. We could have a tied record with the Raptors that game. They are playing extremely well. Seems like they're making a push for the play-in. When they're fully healthy, they're actually a decent team, but they've had a lot of injuries this year. Maybe they're making one last push, and if they get in, they're going to go right by us, and that'll move us up to seventh. I'm not rooting for us to lose. As I always say, I'm rooting for other teams to win at this point. We're losing every game left. Too clutch, Corey. That did cross my mind when I looked at the schedule. I was like, oh my God, I hope not. I don't want to sit here every night. We're a lot of games. 4 games within 5 days. The Spurs played 2 games back to back, or they had Saturday, Sunday back to back, off Monday, then back to back tonight and tomorrow. I don't even remember who we play tomorrow. Maybe I do remember. The Nuggets, I think. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine if the Mavericks make it into the lottery at the 14th spot and then move up to number one? I can give you this Zero Bomber a Chuck. There you go. Asia, good evening to you. How about the Yankees? Yeah, the Hawks are getting in the play-in. There's no doubt about that, Glazing Bacon. Some Spurs fans said, they still could get knocked out. No, they are absolutely making the play-in. Maybe they already got it locked in with your comment. I don't know about that. But they are going to be in the play-in. The question is, are they going to be a playoff team? If they win in the play-in and get into the playoffs, their pick is going to not be a lottery pick. If they lose, then it will be. Yes, we will. Watching the Stompathon. I really appreciate you guys hanging out for the Golden State Warriors game. That was easily the worst game I think we've hung out together this year for. By far, it never felt like we were in that. I felt like the game was over in the first quarter, didn't it? Felt like we never had a chance, and that's not how you want to watch games. Maybe we can like draft good with the mid pick. It seems like a lot of Spurs fans, I could be wrong, but a lot of Spurs fans are kind of leaning towards Rasheer Fleming with the 16th pick. Maybe. I'm not opposed to that. What shirt am I wearing? Odd question, Area 51. I'm wearing a Work Sucks with Beavis and Butthead. The work does suck. We played the Warriors, that was our last game, Pat. That was the game we got blown out on Sunday, unless you're selective memory, which I don't blame you. Yes, Capsu 10. Castle needs to finish strong. If he keeps being inefficient like he has been, Rookie of the Year is not a lock. It looks good for Stefan Castle, but it's not a lock. Same thing with a UFC fight. You go into, the fifth round thinking you have the fight won, and you take the round off, and it turns out, no, it's actually 2-2 going into the fifth round. You need the fifth round to win, and you end up losing. I think that Castle needs to finish strong. Kyle, I don't want to talk about your Lakers. Daniel, very good evening. Thank you for stopping in. Danny Wolf, I have heard his stock has gone up. Cats are going for 26, 24, 6 and 5 today. That worked. Selective memory. I had a feeling, Pat, no, I saw what you're doing there. It's all good. Andy, Riley Minix is hurt. We can't put him Riley. I would love to see him out there playing right now. He had surgery on his shoulder. He's not playing anymore this season. Yeah, Kellen's been very good since the All-Star break, or really since March 1st. He's been really cooking. What's up, Greco? Thank you for stopping in. I don't think we're gonna look at the 20-point games though. I think we're gonna look at the collective, and Castle's big downfall is he hasn't been very efficient. He's under 30% from three, barely over 40% from two. Got to keep can't have those numbers drop even more. I mean, would you rather have a guy that scores 14 points a game but has shooting splits of 40, 28, and 70, or a guy that scores 13 points in games but has shooting splits of 45, 38? I don't know what Rasashi's splits are, but you get the drift. Like who's going to win Rookie of the Year? The guy that scored a little bit more, or the guy that was a much more efficient scorer and scored a little less? And that's what I'm worried about with Steph, is he's got to finish strong. Just give Castle 30 shots. T Gunk 82, thank you for stopping in. Taylor Jenkins, Taj, that's the one I wouldn't want. I have way too many question marks around What happened in Memphis? Franz Wagner, Paulo Banchero, Wendell Carter Jr., KCP, and Corey Joseph are the starters for the Magic. They do have some big uns out there. King Jorge, thank you for stopping in. Castle get 20 points. You just need to take 25 shots. Yeah, Andy. He's been out since January. I didn't do a video on it. I just did a community post because I mean there wasn't torn labrum in his shoulder. I don't remember if it was shooting or non-shooting. Well, shooting hand, non-shooting hand. But I did put up a community post. But obviously, you're not going to be able to. Don't expect everybody to see every one of those. Spurs on the board. Bismack Biyombo with the first bucket, and ESPN. Where's the lineups? There they are. Alrighty, there we go. Let's get that all centered. Orlando ball. Carl. And they go around the world to Wagner. This is a three. Orlando with the offensive rebound, and I don't want to be saying that all night. We have another follow-up three, and it's good. So how many times this season, guys, have I called an offensive rebound for the opponent and then they hit a three? Way too many times. Barnes from the corner. He likes that corner. Spurs up 5-3. That's right. Corey Joseph was an expert. Ron, a good evening to you. Link in the background. There we go. Sorry. All right. Magic ball. And Carroll rocking the headband, looking good. Corey Joseph for three. Played 204 games for the Spurs, by the way. 6-5. Steph with the ball, going to drive in the paint. First shot of the game, no good. And Carl with the rebound. I'm sorry, Wendell Carter Jr. with the rebound. The headbands on your Orlando Magic. There's so many headbands. They have three headband guys. Carter Jr. for three, good. Why do they have so many headbands? I think Grogu's a little jelly. David, thank you for stopping in from afar. So many headbands, Grogu. So many headbands on the opposing team, though. Castle with the ball, going to drive in the paint. An alley-oop of sorts. Biyombo. Biyombo catches the ball. Throws up an air ball, but he does get fouled. Going on the line for two. Volpe home run 2-2. Thank you, J Money. Second channel. We do have headband Grogu. What's up? I love Fortnite. It's Olivia. That's a good one, Andy. Yeah, Pat, I forget. I saw the name and it didn't register right away, but yes, Corey Joseph played for the Spurs. Biombo's first free throw was off. And they just mentioned Biyombo hasn't played the last two games. I don't get why I try to figure out Mitch Johnson's rotations beyond me. Orlando Globetrotters, 4 pots, they're actually pretty good this year. I played Fortnite a little bit. Last year, the year before, I tried the game when they got in the. I'm sorry. I tried the game when they introduced a no build mode. The build mode never did anything for me, but as just a regular shooter, that's a good game. Wagner drives, throws it up high off the glass. Tough shot, but good. CP3 with the ball for the Spurs. Tries to get into Biyombo. Biyombo in the paint. This mock Biyombo has, I think, 5 points now. Okay. Maybe not the offense we wanted, but the offense we needed. Wow. Terrible pass by Carl. Turnover by the Orlando Magic. Spurs on the run. Castle is going to slow up the offense. Magic get back in transition. Spurs down 11-8. Castle going to drive to the paint. Off the glass. And one. Crown it. Mitch is the worst coach we have ever had. Rotation wise, maybe. Tax, that was a great save. I mean, the Orlando did turn the ball over, but I'll take it. LaMelo Ball to the Spurs. He is very injury prone. I would not. Medicare guys, thank you for stopping in. Castle They just mentioned second time he's been named Rookie of the Month. Hope he starts off April and finishes April. All what 8 or 9 games we have this month with the bang. Finish strong. Wagner with the ball, guarded by Biombo, tosses it in, and well, nice defense by the Spurs. They get out to KCP, also rocking him in. Back to Wagner for three. At the buzzer, no good. Ball will be tipped to Chris Paul. He'll bring it up for San Antonio, all tied at 11 with 8:20 to go in the first quarter. Paul's going to shoot a three. All right, Spurs took the lead. Leonardo, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. Well, Kyle, that's fair too. Charlotte's a disaster. On Carl with the ball for the Magic, 12 on the shot clock, guarded by CP3. He's got a huge size advantage on him. Backs him up into the post, backs him up, turnaround Jay. Nice job. 14-13 road trip. What's up, Caesar? Thank you for stopping in. CP3 ball indeed. CP3 won another pull-up. Good. I missed Wemby too, but back-to-back rookie of the year does sound good. Sorry, Grogu. Big ears. Castle all over Wagner. Now Harrison Barnes just flops, and that's a steal. Okay. That was a weird I don't know what to say that. Harrison Barnes all day in the corner, his favorite spot. Splash. Timeout Magic. What's up, Stephen J? Stephanie, what's going on? Harrison Barnes is just he's like, I'm in the corner. I don't know what's with all the sound effects, but Coach Kashibo, what's going on? You cannot leave Harrison Barnes open all day in the corner like that. Come on, man. This is his favorite spot. Nice. What do you mean? Get a good luck boot, buddy. Barnes made 2 sandwiches out there. That was when I trade. Well, that here's the thing. Nobody's going to trade down. If you're winning the first overall pick, you're not trading down. Would I trade up for Cooper Flag? Yes. Nobody's trading down. Maybe Coyote's good. Leonardo. Paul, what's up? Lucas. Lucas Sandwich is not coming back. You moved back with your baby Yodi Pat. Nice. I gave you enough time to go to grab him and get it lined up. Exactly, Caesar. Nobody's trading down from trading down on this draft. I like your train of thought. I do. A lot of Spurs fans have said, TSR, what if we just trade up to the first overall pick? I'm like, I like the sound of that. The only way we could trade up to the first overall pick is if we traded Wendy. Yeah, I ain't doing that. I pushed for Gideon and Levine earlier, and I think we could have got them. This was early before our trades. You got so much for it. Why people giving you a crap, David? I didn't want Zach Levine because of the injury history. Josh Giddey actually has been pretty good in Chicago. He comes with some off the court stuff. And that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to go into that. Paul? Yeah, it's tough with Glaze and Baking. It's the problem is we need shooting, and the best shooters aren't big. Like Knipple slip, Con Man Knipple, Con Artist Knipple, Con Air Knipple. I don't know. We can do a lot of things with his name. He's like 6'7", and that's not a short guy, but they give us another player that's just not another guy. It's not big out there. I don't know. Knipple and Fleming, it does seem like that would be a decent draft for us, but I'm hoping we move up. I didn't believe in Primo Leonardo. I I was really rooting for him his rookie season, and we saw a few flashes, no pun intended, of some talent here and there, but his shot always looked like crap. And the fact that he tried coming back to the NBA and was with the Clippers a couple years ago, didn't catch on. Bulls signed him to I think a 2-way contract and released him shortly after. And now he's not in the NBA. Tells me that not only was it the he was weak mentally, it just didn't have it talent wise. If he stayed here, I don't think he would have. I don't think it would have worked out. Is Khan 6'5"? Great, another 6'5" guy. We don't have any of those on the team. Marcel to the paint, gets it to Biombo. Biombo gets blocked at the rim. Wendell Carter Jr. blocks his dunk attempt. Those old man legs couldn't quite get up and over. So I don't think Lee McNeely would go at 8. We would take him with the Atlanta Hawks pick. A lot of fans have said, TSR, what about Maluwatch at 8? I don't think he's still going to be available at number 8. Shot clock violation by the Spurs. Whoop, it's Orlando ball. That may have hit the rim. I was kind of looking over at the chat for a second. Corey Joseph for 3. He's been cooking us tonight. Stephon Castle with the ball. Going to take off, drives in the paint. Out to Barnes. Barnes now with a pass to the basket. Throws it out. He stepped out of bounds. Sure did. I haven't seen that movie, David. Spurs up by 1. The Rockets were to trade for Katie in the offseason. Kyle, we want him. Spurs fans have asked me, TSR, do you want Kevin Durant? I think you got to give way too much for a player at that age, plus his huge contract. I'm a hard no on Kevin Durant. All wide open all day for a 3. KCP splash, 21-19. Fair enough, Kyle. I wouldn't. Turnover by Castle. Magic on the break. Boncaro into the paint. Misses it. What? And 1. I was about to say he missed the layup, but then it spun around on the rim. It was going out. Then it did did a little dance move on the rim and fell back in. Yeah, it's crazy. It literally went this way. It looked like it was going to roll out, and then it started spinning and came back in. They're not giving him a credit for a bucket. Are we challenging this? What? Oh, Boncaro pushed Biombo in the face. This might be a good challenge. Cowboy X Factor, I was waiting for you. So I have an announcement. Or Stingray X Factor. Yeah, this might be an offensive foul. Gave him the people's jab. So Stingray X Factor. I'm thinking of something to do on the I Make Crap channel. You guys are saying TSR do ASMR on the other channel. And I think I will do some. It'll be a brand new playlist. And it'll be called AMSR. Is it what are the letters? ASMR? Am I doing the right letters? AMS. I don't know what the letters are. Whatever it is. It'll be a new playlist. It'll be narrated by the one. ASMR. Got it. Thank you, Tax. ASMR with Ron Jambo. That's right. Ron Jambo. ASMR. Ron Jambo makes his return to YouTube. That's right. My brother from another mother, my cousin, Ron Jambo, who looks very much like me, will be doing ASMR on I Make Crap. Why not? I'm having fun over there. I don't I just want to do goofy stuff over there. So that's what's coming up next. Well, Ricky Lombardo, he's kind of loud and obnoxious, and if you're trying to fall asleep, I don't know if that's the voice to fall asleep to, but yes. No, Caesar, no stopping it. I'm doing it. The Mavericks trading for KD? I mean, they are in win now mode. Do Ginobili lore. Oh, what I'm gonna do? It's gonna be ridiculous stuff. Mikey's ready for the game to come back. Spurs down by 2. Good luck, Punch. Rich must be bored. I'll cook a Shivo. No, well, don't forget, my free time is window is going to open up substantially when this season ends. I commit, we'll say on average there's 4 games a week. Sometimes it's three. This week there was five. I guess this week there's five, or there's 4 and 5, whatever it is. The streams obviously take about 2.5 hours, then to set it up and blah blah blah. They take about 3 hours out of my day on average, setting up the studio, getting the streams ready, actually streaming. That takes about 3 hours up out of my day. At minimum, to sell for three no good, that's going to free up 9 hours a week and up to 12 hours a week. So anywhere from 9 to 12 hours a week, that's a lot of free time heading my way. Yes, I'm going to do content on this channel. I'm going to work on the documentaries. I pulled all the video clips from the next one today. I will shoot that tomorrow or Thursday. It'll be done next Friday. See, I'm penning for three. So I'm going to focus on the sports documentaries on this channel. Plus, Spurs content, Giants content, news. But summer is going to be slower. But I really want to get the other channel to 1,000 subscribers. I want to get it monetized, not for money reasons. I mean, I like Google ad revenue. You guys know that. But get two channels monetized and two channels that are completely different. Like a lot of people have two channels monetized, but they're usually connected in some way, either politically or movie reviews, or I'm just trying to think of channels I've seen with, more or double monetization. But this would be two channels completely unrelated. Sports on one, and then just whatever the heck I'm doing over there. Thank you, J Money 42 Yanks. Can you reenact how Biambo got hit with Baby Coyote? Yes, I can. I can. All right, so playing the part of Bismack Biombo is going to be Baby Coyote, and playing the part of the Orlando Magic player is going to be Little Mikey. So Biombo's going up for the block, right? He's like going for the block, and the offensive player is going to shoot, but he gives him the people's hand, right in the booper, and pushes Biombo as he's taking the shot. Well, you can't jump up and then push the defender's face while you're taking the shot. So that's why the Spurs won the. Hope that helps. Thank you, Yoni. Nobody was hurt, by the way. Yodi's booper is okay. Mikey's got a very gentle touch. There's a steal by Blake Wesley, flying up the court, drops it off to Kelman. Oh, Kelman. Got a technical hanging on that rim.
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
I love Fortnite. I'm watching this on NBA League Pass. I suppose you could do that. I don't know. It's the end of the season. Oh, there's a big foul by Bismack Biyombo. Basketball were narrated by the plushies. Sure. Blake is so fast. The steal took off, gets to the Kelvin, and just get out of the way. Who was that was out there? Who's number 2? I don't know some of these Magic players. Kelvin has the second most points off the bench in the NBA period. Not bad. Anthony pulls up for a J. Good. There you go, David. Well, Benjamin, I gotta try. Right? I thought he gave a good representation. Biombo with the ball. I think he's played the whole first quarter. We had a carry by the Spurs. Turnover. 24-23. Kyle, I like it. Was not big on the Jameis Winston signing. When I heard it was going to be either Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson or Joe Flacco, Russell Wilson was my choice out of 3. Flacco, no thanks. I don't want a Baltimore Raven quarterback on the team for obvious reasons. Rodgers, too old and too expensive. Wilson's old too, but not as old and not as expensive. Almost a turnover by the Magic to get the ball back. They have 10 on the shot clock, plenty of time. This 3 is, oof, no good. Who the hell's number 2 for the Magic? And Vassell can't get the pass. That's a turnover by the Spurs. Anthony Black misses in the paint. Sandro Mamukelashvili has checked in for the Spurs. Blake Wesley's going to fly into the paint. Tries to get it to Mamu, and that's a turnover for San Antonio. Both teams getting a little sloppy. 4 passes. I can't believe anybody would want Aaron Rodgers. I don't want Dak Prescott either, by the way. I just saw that. There's another missed three by the Magic. Spurs on the run the other way. Blake Wesley into the paint. Layup. Whoa! Spurs playing hard tonight. Fonts one, you're not the first person to say that. David, I've not heard anything about CP3 retiring after the season as of yet. Foul on San Antonio. I think we need to get to, we need to keep as big as possible tonight. Magic have some big guys out there. We need some rebounding. We need some milk. Jamal Mosley, the head coach of the Orlando Magic in his fourth season. I'm telling you that because they were just showing him and they put that graphic up. So there you go. Anthony with a long three and he makes it. Wow, nice shot, kid. What's up, Levi and friends? Thank you for stopping in. No, let's go, Orlando. You don't believe that. Kelman into the paint, and he's going to be fouled. Magic are in the bonus, the Spurs are not. Kyle, that is all factual. What can you do? Love for I'm not sure I keep asking the same question. That's up to you, man. If there's a free trial available, you do it. It's the end of the season, no. I don't know if that's the best time to use a free trial up. Wouldn't. Calvin with the ball in the paint, spins around, back out. Oh, they're going to find Champagny now. Swish! Castle's going to shoot it, but he found Champagny instead. Champagny, the better three-point shooter between the two. 29-26. The Wesley Castle backcourt, they're a little pesky at times on the opposing offense. I like it. Magic ball. We have a corner three that is in and out. That was missed by Gary Harris. Spurs ball. Kelvin down the paint. Loses the ball. Champagny cleans it up and puts it in. 31-26. What's up, Sal 77? We have an open three in the corner again. That's a miss. Gary Harris again. Back-to-back misses. All right, I love Fortnite. You're now spamming that same thing over and over. I'm giving you a warning. If you spam the same thing again, I'm going to have to time you out. There's a turnover by the Spurs. You've asked about 10 times and I've answered it twice. Houston, number 2? I don't know who this dude is. All right. Houston for 3. 31-29. Both teams in the bonus. There's about a 3-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Relax. Don't do it. Castle with the ball way out in three-point land. 4 on the shot clock. He's just going to launch a long 3. Well, okay then. That works too. Thank you, Kyle. Caleb Houston. Block for 3 at the buzzer. Off the backboard, off the rim. No good. Spurs will have a 5-point lead. Where's your dog? Yeah, but he's not going to the he's not going to the Giants. There's no chance of that. Even if it wasn't April Fool's, I would not buy that because they're paying Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson. They can't put a third quarterback on the team like that. That was a good first quarter for the Spurs. See if they can keep it up. Quarter 2 coming up. There we go. Oh, Yodi. 5-point lead indeed. It kills. Is Carlos Jeter in the chat? No, he's not. Is he? No, he's not. I don't think he is. No, I didn't see the eyeballs. What happened to the Magic? That's a darn good question. What's up, Chris? Since Spurs always lose one card. So the awesome Spurs championship game, if they make it to the finals, I do want to call that if it doesn't conflict with one of the Spurs games. Giants have a little hope, Paul. Not much. Yup. Thank you for stopping in. I got to think Wilson's a starter and Winston's a backup. I don't know where Vassell's, but he could hit the. Bobby, I know you're not the biggest fan of Devin Vassell. A lot of Spurs fans are not happy with Devin Vassell this year. I get it. He's making $29 million, and he's not playing like a $29 million player. He's played better as of late, but still not that good. Aaron Rodgers was a discount double check guy, Randy, for State Farm. Magic are going to be a playoff team, though, aren't they? Giants went a lot older at quarterback. I think what they're going to do, Kyle, is they're going to have Russell Wilson be the starter this year, possibly draft a quarterback this year or next year, and have have Russell Wilson mentor the young quarterback. Yeah, but no, Phil, that sounds about right. I can't imagine him coming to the team to be a backup. There's no way. He played fine in Pittsburgh last season. I know he's older, but we'll see what happens. Reggie, good evening to you. Weeks of Timber, thank you for stopping in. This is a much better game than the Warriors game. Oh my gosh, that's got to be the worst game we've had this season, right? I don't think we had a worse game. That was borderline unwatchable. Yeah, Marmalade, sure do. Yo, please, if you love the Spurs and preach the stream, hit the like button. I like that, Levi and friends. What? I know you're not Levi, that's your son, but I'm always going to think of you as Levi because that's your channel name. Brian, you did not miss anything the other night. It was bad. It was the game should have been retracted like your message. It was rough. Wagner in the paint, layup good. The rest is gonna be fine. I don't see Coyote right now. Did I miss him? I mean, I got this Coyote. Like was he drives in the paint, gonna get fouled. Steven Z, that game. We were down double digits in the first quarter, weren't we? That game was never close. It was pretty much over after the first quarter. Like Wesley's going to the line. 2 shots. I wonder if the Magic's, Magic on a back to back. Maybe they're not playing guys that I thought they would play tonight. Area 51, are you okay? Over there? Game was over the minute the plane landed. It felt like that. Like makes them both. I don't get why the Patriots did that either. They're rebuilding too, aren't they? Okay, fine. Got it. Let me focus on the game. A moment. Wagner would have missed and then gets the ball stolen, but we have a whistle. Spurs up 36-31. Randy's asking who my pick is for the NBA championship. I mean, the Celtics until they're dethroned. I'm going to go. Oh, Castle just took an elbow to the face. And he got called for the foul? Okay. I'll say the Celtics, though. To circle back to Randy's question, I think Boston until they're knocked out of the playoffs, I tend to go with the defending champions. Even though when's the last time we had a back-to-back champion? Was it the Lakers with their when they won 3 in a row with Shaq and Kobe? Oh, the Warriors. Warriors won back-to-back. Keldon at the paint. What an awkward move and shot, but okay, it went in. The Warriors won back-to-back. Back 16 and 17 or 17 and 18, something like that. It's been a while since we had a back-to-back. Orlando Ball. I see Orlando's problem. They don't have any headband guys out there right now. Wagner almost loses the ball. He's going to take the shot from the corner. Good. 3-pointer. Good shot indeed. See the Thunder. The Thunder are looking good. Welcome back, ladies and bacon. The Thunder have a bright future in front of them. Castle pull-up jumper in the paint. Good. All right. Little short mid-range jumper. I'd like to see more of that from him, especially if they start working. I know this is a bad name on the channel, but DeJounte Murray really liked to shoot from the free throw line. It was very efficient from there. Wouldn't mind Castle having a jumper from like right around that area, right around the elbows. Castle's going to drive in the paint. And a behind the back dribble and then gets in the paint and layup. Castle heard us talking about. He needs to play well tonight to keep that rookie of the year going. Howdy, Tirolo, what's up? Castle with 10 points already. Harris with the total brick City 3, no good, but Isaac with the putback, 42-38. I didn't realize he put that around his back. They didn't show a replay of it. I wish they did. Castle with the ball again. Feeling it right now. Castle out to Mamu. Mamu fakes a 3. Now Mamu's going to drive in the paint. Little up and under, and the layup is no good. Orlando ball down by 4. All right, we got a game here in San Antonio tonight. 12 on the shot clock for Orlando. Wagner standing out in three-point land, guarded by Kelvin. Here's a switch with Blake Wesley. Huge size advantage. Wagner almost falls over, kicks it out. And the layup is good by Anthony Black as he gets in the paint. 42-40. SGA MVP. It's between him and Nikola Jokic. Gribbler, what's up? Yes, get that Rookie of the Year. By the way, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. Fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious. It does help the channel as well, and I appreciate your support. Shot clock expiring, and Champagne drains the 3, 45-40. He's feeling it tonight. Julian has 11 points, and he's 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. Wagner over to Isaac in the corner, misses the 3. And an offensive rebound for the Magic. Wagner with the ball again. He's got Blake on him. Size mismatch. Turn around, spin around, Jake. Ooh, tough shot, but a good shot. Wow. David, what do you Malo watch? We need bigs. I just don't think he's going to be available at the 8 spot. Kelvin into the paint. Zips it out to Mamu for 3. Ooh, that was off. I don't think Malawatch is going to be there at 8, guys. I think he'll be gone by then. It is Magic ball, down by 3. That three-pointer is no good. Kelvin Skies for the rebound. And he'll bring it up for the Spurs. 7.5 minutes to go. Castle with the ball. And turns it over. Anthony Black was trailing. Castle didn't see him, and he's ran right in front of the pass. There's his turnover. 45-42, 7:20 to go. Longer with a long 3, good. And out Mitch. Shy for me because Jokic has already. No, yeah, we don't want to do that. I don't believe in that. I think that's why Jordan didn't get as many MVPs as he could have. LeBron James as well. There's that. Well, they've already won it a few times. So give it to somebody new. Are they still the best player in the league? Jokic is averaging a triple-double this year, isn't he? What's up, Rob? Thank you for stopping in. Orlando really needs a point guard. David, can people won the poll I did yesterday for the channel with you guys? I asked players that should be available at number 8. Who do you want? It was Con Knipple, Asa Newell, and Derek Queen. And Con Knipple got over 50% of the vote. Devin's played 12 minutes? Has he? That's Corey. Doesn't feel like that. Jokic is literally the Nuggets most. I mean, if you take SGA out the Thunder, they probably still win a few games here and there. You take Jokic off Denver, I don't think they win anything. Just saying. I can't believe I don't know. Devin has 0. I gotta say, there are times where I'm just ready to move on from him, and I don't see where he fits. That's the thing. Now, a viewer recently said, hey TSR, what if Sohan, Vassell, and Kellen just came off the bench? And I'm like, well, that's a great bench lineup, but that's too expensive a bench lineup. You got Kellen making 17 a year, Devin making about 20, I think 27 a year. And then somebody's going to get an extension. He's going to be making over 20 a year. You can't have 3 guys averaging over 20 million off the bench with the new CBA. That's not going to work. I think one of those guys is going to go this summer. Evan Vassell, Kelvin Johnson, or Jeremy Sohan. I don't know who. And if we got Cooper Flag, you're going to hear so many people say that the draft is rigged. You think Malawach is going to go in the top 4? I thought I've seen him go around 5 to 6. Liam McNeely would be an option at 16. So the Spurs, if they were to jump, or if Malawach was available at 8, or 7 if we move up 1, we don't know. If the Spurs grab him on the watch, then Lee McNeely would be a possibility at 16 if he's available. Newell is definitely a player I've seen some Spurs fans want with the eighth pick. Put in the Spurs hype squad. Yep. Of course, if we get the first overall pick, there's no doubt we're taking Cooper Flag. And that would, if we can't be a championship team after that, first overall pick, fourth overall pick, first overall pick. If you can't build something off of three top four picks with two of them being number one overall, then you're doing something wrong. But I think we would be, if they did land Flag, instantly top five team in the Western Conference. If his game translates from college to the NBA, which I have no reason to think it wouldn't. Spurs ball, Castle with it at the moment. Going to take off into the paint. Almost turned it over. Ball gets knocked out of bounds by Orlando. We have one ref pointing one way, one ref pointing the other. Flag would set us for a decade, yes. Yes, I agree. Spurs, we've moved up 2 lotteries in a row. Let's not forget that. With Wemby, we moved up from 3 to 1. And then with last year's draft, we drafted fourth. We were supposed to draft. Did we move up from last year? Was it 6 or 8? Something like that. And the Toronto pick moved up as well, didn't it? Both picks moved up a little bit. So we have a good track record of moving up in the draft. We've been very lucky, let's be honest. I'll take it again. Carl in the paint. The jumper is an air ball. Wendell Carter Jr. with the rebound, put back good. Headbands are back in for the Magic. No load management here either, Brian. Appreciate the perfect attendance. Thank you very much. It is Spurs ball. And a turnover. I just hear 10 turnovers with the Spurs already. Missed by the Magic. Bismack Biyombo in the paint. And a little jumper. One. Bismack having a great game. I've heard multiple people say if the Spurs land Cooper Flag that they'll cut the NBA and never watch again. All good, Levi. In France, all good. Soyan's out tonight, by the way. Sore back or something. Biyombo going to the line, shooting one. Chris, it's Jokic or SGA. They're both having fantastic seasons. SGA's never won it before, so it seems like he might just get it. That'll give him the, if it's even either way, that might give him a little extra push to get it. All tied up at 47. Colin McCarroll with the ball for the Magic, guarded by CP3. Oh boy. Passes it out, back to Boncaro. 7 on the shot clock. They're going to find an open 3 in the corner. ACP for 3. Big September, I don't know about that. I do wish that the draft was set up in a way that you don't reward teams that are tanking. Looking at the Utah Jazz, who are still blatantly tanking. Harrison Barnes, 3, no good. Magic ball, Spurs down by 3 with 5:20-ish to go in the first quarter. Sorry, first half. First half, not the first quarter, the first half. If it was still the first quarter, that would be a ridiculous score. Houston for 3. Back rim, no good. Offensive rebound goes to the Magic. Follow-up 3, no good. CP3 gets the loose ball. Harrison Barnes now running up the court with the ball. Back out to Chris Paul. And 5 minutes to go. CP3 at the free throw line. Over to Vassell for 3. And he's on the board. Devin Vassell has scored. The first make. Devin Vassell has 34 made 3-point field goals in the last 10 games. That is the third most in the NBA over that span. Interesting. I just heard a whistle. I don't know what happened. Spurs are 8 of 13 from 3 tonight. The Magic are 10 of 25. Legal defense or some sort of defensive violation on the Spurs, maybe a 3-second. Either way, Boncaro's at the line for 1. Could give the Magic the lead with this free throw, and he does. Ewing to Knicks, LeBron to Cavs, Rose to Bulls, Wemby to Spurs. Uh, well, the Patrick Ewing one was questionable, wasn't it? Mavs won the trade. I the the Luka Doncic trade. I would disagree there. But trades are opinions. They're not facts. I mean, what happened in the trade is a fact, but who won is an opinion. I'll agree to disagree there. Champagny for three down the other end. No good. Well, Anthony with the rebound. And KCP drives in the paint, gets the layup, and the Magic are up by three now. Now, Chris, how do you really feel about Luka Doncic? He, we'll see. I would think he'd be motivated to lose weight in LA. Time will tell. It's true. I mean, honestly, I think it's too early to tell who won the trade. It certainly seems like the Lakers won the trade, getting a young player that's one of the best players on the planet when healthy. But to properly evaluate the trade, we have to wait, I think, at least a year. Wendell Carter Jr. just got teed up. Oh, he's complaining about a foul. All right, well, that's free throw for us. Hmm. Well, plus, Kyle, every castle needs a flag. See what I did there? Chris Paul will shoot the free throw for the Spurs. He was shooting over 95% at one point in the year from the line. I don't think he's near that anymore. Johnny, Go Spurs go to you, and a Go Spurs go to everybody. Thank you, Coyote. All I know is Paul, if the Sixers fall out of the top six, their pick is then taken by the Thunder, which is ugh. Marco, what's going on? He's playing with Spurs instead of Atlanta. Marco, maybe he didn't want to leave. Maybe they talked to Chris Paul about a buyout, and he said, "No, I want to stay here." Yeah, but you know what, Kyle? I'd be okay with the Wizards fans being angry. A moat in a dungeon. Steph Castle's best dunks of the season. All right. Two free throws for the Spurs, all tied up at 53. Under 4 minutes to go, and it's been actually a decent game. I don't know some of these freaking Magic players. Cole Anthony with the ball at the moment. Gonna get it to Boncaro. Boncaro, I definitely know. Getting harassed by Demisel. And Boncaro stepped out of bounds, something we do often. Spurs ball. Every castle needs a queen. Boncaro does not like the call. Let's see if he did step out of bounds. This is a terrible camera angle. Oh, he didn't. Oh, it's still Magic ball. All right. I don't know what just happened. It's Boncaro with the ball, one-on-one with Castle. Gets the shot off. Air ball. That is a shot clock violation. What just happened there? She said he stepped out of bounds, but then it was Orlando Ball. Did they take the call back? I'm very confused. I don't know. Magic are playing. There should have been foul on Castle. I don't see any contact that would draw a foul. Oh, was there a foul on Vassell? Or with Vete? I was very confused on that play. There's a miss by Stefan Castle. Wanted the foul. He's not going to get it. Magic on the run. Bakar on the paint. The jumper off the glass is a complete brick. Spurs taking it down the other way. Vassell going to stop and pop the three. Front rim, no good. Who the hell is this dude for the Magic? Oh, Goga. He hasn't played all game. Okay, I'm used to him coming. I'm so confused by the Magic rotations tonight. Bancaro into the paint. Double teamed. Tries to split the double team, and he's going to get fouled. I would agree with that, Kyle. 80s in basketball shape. Luca is shaped like basketball. That's fair. But again, give it a year. I say give it a little time though, because what if I'm going to throw something at you? What if Luka doesn't re-sign with the Lakers? There's no guarantee he'll sign when his contract extension comes up. If he leaves, then it's going to look like a massive disaster for LA. Plus, am I not seeing some stuff now about LeBron not coming back to LA next year? Thank you, Marco. He said only 70 thumbs up. Please give some love. I like that. I like that very much. Thank you. They come to San Antonio to fight the Mavs. I don't think we can afford him. I want to check the game. The Hawks are playing the Blazers, aren't they? Which means we want the Blazers to win big time. Blazers are up 57 to 54 at halftime. Let's go, Portland! Duke or Houston, Justin, I got neither. Alex, David was like number 72, Florida Auburn, got nothing. I'm not invested in any of the Final Four teams. I did watch the UConn women's team win last night. I did shut it off with a couple minutes left. I got really tired and they were up double digits. And I was like, this other team's not coming back. I can't remember who it was. Just three letters, something CU or no, I don't remember. I know UConn won. Thank you, Bobby, to smash that like. LeBron says he's willing to take less money for the Lakers to sign better play. Oh, yeah, if he wants to win another championship, he can't be commanding 50 million a year. He got to be like Tom Brady and take a pay cut. I mean, he's a billionaire. He doesn't need it. I'm sure he doesn't want to play for free, but if you want another championship before you retire, and Mr. LBJ, you're in your 40s, taking a pay cut is the only way that's going to happen. If you're commanding 50 million a year, you're tying up so much salary cap. Plus, Luka's going to tie up cap. You're not going to be able to bring in maybe the players to win one. Leonardo, she watches every UConn game. Huge UConn fan. She was watching last night. Can we get to 100 likes before they have to ask Bobby February? I don't know. Can we? Yeah, two clutch. Yes, like Tim Duncan did. What's more important, money or winning? If you've already got enough money where you can live comfortably for the rest of your very comfortably for the rest of your life, then at some point winning's got to take over. What's her name? The blonde girl. I forgot her. The announcer. She's in the stands doing a little dance. I'm drawing a blank on her name. She was on ESPN at one point in time. Dang, what's her name? The blonde girl. Beadle. Michelle Beadle. Cannot remember her name. Michelle Beadle. Bronner with the ball, all tied up at 53 with 2.5 minutes to go. Three on the shot clock for the Magic. Bunkar's going to launch a long three, front rim, no good. Going to fall into the hands of Stephon Castle. Castle bringing up the court for the Spurs. Elbow jumper. I was just saying, I'd like to see him shoot a lot of shots from there. Or I like him to be efficient from that spot. And he just hit another shot. I think he's got 12, 3 and 3 for Steph. Nice game. And I believe he's having a decent shooting night, which he needs some decent shooting nights. He really does. It is Magic ball, 7 on the clock. Black with ball in the post against CP3. He's going to pass it out to Wagner for 3. 56-55. Rico, I don't want to touch that one. Ron Wagner with 17 points in the first half on his way to a 30-piece. Castle with the ball, 14 on the shot clock. Over to Vassell. Vassell back to Castle. Zips it over to Barnes. Barnes going to drive, gets in the paint. A little jumper. Good. All right, 57-56. What's happening? Hand over fist. Thanks for stopping in. Spurs have 24 points in the paint. The Magic only 10. That's a missed three for Orlando. Spurs ball. Bismack Biyombo will bring it up the court. Finally pass it off to Harrison Barnes. You don't want Biyombo dribbling around. Darn sure. Barnes back to Biyombo. Back to Barnes. Barnes out to CP3. He's going to take a three, and he's going to miss the three. Carl with the rebound. Carl gets by everybody into the paint. Gets blocked by Biyombo. Magic get the ball back, but a big block by Biyombo. For KCP for 3 to negate all the good with that block. I just heard Orlando's the worst three-point shooting team in the league, and they've hit 12 threes. Yabo in the paint. Couldn't get up for the dunk, but he does throw it in. And CP3 just dribbled through one of the Orlando's defenders' legs there. Chris Paul with 6 points and 5 assists. There's about a 2-second differential between the shot clock and game clock, so the Magic are going to dribble the clock out. We're all tied up at 59. Carl drives the paint, misses, fouls and go to the line for 2. Oh, geez, would I want Knipple or Liam McNeely? I mean, can we just get Cooper Flag and just be done with it? How about that? Michelle Beadle for Spurs coach? No, not Michelle Beadle. She looks good though. Looks like she's hitting the gym. Compliment, just saying, she looks good. She's in better shape than I am. Not saying much. First free throw's good. Champagne's checking in. Spurs bringing in their shooters. Sean Elliott for head coach in the era. I would. That would be great. I don't think he wants it. I don't think he wants anything to do with that. David Clay Thompson to the Spurs. I don't see that happening. I mean, never say never, but I don't see that happening. Spurs ball. Shot clock is off, and now a foul. Magic did have a foul to give. We have 2 seconds to go in the first half. Spurs down by 2. Castle's going to throw it in. All right. Going to get it in the Barnes. Barnes in the paint and throws it down with 0.2 seconds left. Wow. What a great way to end the half. Barnes took it into the paint and threw it down with 0.2 seconds left to tie the game. Show enough. What's up? Justin, I wouldn't be shocked if Duke wins it all. Harrison Barnes, I like it. 11 lead changes in the first half. Goga was right by him and couldn't get the block. And nice by HB. All right. We'll check out the halftime stats, but it's a good first half. We'll take it. I'll take it. You'll take it. You know what, Dribbler? I think we need to put one of those up. And ending the half on a dunk.
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
Edgar, I appreciate that, but center TSR is only 6'4", so that'll be a little short to be doing that. It's a bit on the short side. Anyway, let's get into the halftime stats. It's been a fun game. It's been close. Sure is a hell of a lot better than that Warriors game. Oh my gosh, that game was awful. Probably my least favorite game we've done together. Least favorite game I've called all year by far. But that's in the past. Let's focus on the present. Portland Atlanta game has resumed. They're in the third quarter. Portland is up 70-62. Let's go, Portland. Come on. Come on, Portland. Anything else of note going on? Chicago's playing Toronto. I don't know who to root for in that one. That said, I guess Toronto. We want Toronto to go on a phenomenal winning streak, but Chicago winning's fine too. But Portland being Atlanta would be huge. So Portland, do us a solid, beat the snot out of Atlanta tonight. All right, for this game though, let's pull up the halftime stats. All tied at 61. First quarter, the Spurs outscored the Magic 34-29. Second quarter, the Magic outscored us 32-27. 5-point direct differential in each quarter, which gives us a tie game. For the Magic, Paulo Vaccaro off to a bit of a rough start. 2 of 7 from the field. He's got 7 points and 5 turnovers. Holy crap. A rough game for Paulo Vaccaro. 5 turnovers in the first half. He's the only Magic starter that has a turnover. He has all 5 of the Orlando Magic's turnovers. The Magic have 5 turnovers. Paulo Vaccaro has every one of their turnovers. Wow. Okay then. Franz Wagner, solid first half, 17 points. Randall Carter Jr. with 5. Corey Joseph with 6. And KCP with 14. Went 4 or 5 from 3 off the bench. 6 guys off the bench tonight. They played last night. Maybe that has something to do with it. Jonathan Isaac with 2. Goga Batazzi, sure his name every time, with 0. Cole Anthony with 5. Gary Harris with 0. Caleb Houston with 3. And Anthony Black with 2. Tristan Da Silva and Trevelyan Queen and Jet Howard, the only players that have not played for the Magic. I don't know why I mentioned them did not play. For the night, the Magic are shooting 47, 41, and 100. For the Spurs, we have 10 turnovers, twice as much as the Magic. We are shooting 62, 50, 78. Wow, shooting very well from 3. Harrison Barnes, nice first half, 10 points. Bismack Biyombo, also solid first half. He has 9 points. CP3 with 6 points and 5 assists. Devasel, shooting the ball much. 5 points, 1 of 3 shooting. 3 shots in 16 minutes. Stefan Castle, 5 of 7 from the field. Nice efficient night. 12 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Does have 3 turnovers. I'd like to see him get a few less turnovers, but nice to see him sharing ball handling duties for the Spurs. Off the bench, Sandro Mamukelashvili ran around with a whole bunch of energy in 8 minutes and missed 2 shots and had a turnover. Not much for him tonight. Julian Champagne's been cooking. He's got 11 points. Kelvin Johnson, 4 points and 5 rebounds. Kelvin not shooting the ball much either. 2 or 3 from the field. Blake Wesley, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Here's our tail of the tape. Game all tied up. And another weird Spurs halftime show. I hate their halftime shows. I don't like their halftime shows. Almost that. We're getting close to 100 thumbs up, though. Awesome. We will get to 100, I'm sure, at some point, either during halftime or at the start of the third quarter. Miles, it's the hype squad. It's a bunch of young girls, and I don't like it because sometimes it's a little too sexualized. Sometimes with their dance moves for their age. It's weird. That's all I want to say. It's Benchero? I thought it was Bancaro. Isn't it Paulo Bancaro? Is it Paulo Banchero? I've heard Bancaro most of the time when I've heard his name said. Have I been saying his name wrong? Halftime question for Rich in the chat. What's the correct way to eat a Pop Tart? Biscuit Buddy, I've eaten them 2 different ways. Either I'll just, break off a piece, I'll just take a bite into it, or I'll eat all the edges and then leave the frosted part for the end if you have a frosted Pop Tart. Depends on my mood. I kid you not, the Spurs desk guy before the game said that hardware doesn't matter, but dunks do. Miss Muhammad, when will we see Miss TSR again? I don't know. That's a good question. I have no idea. That's why I took the right. The silver dancers are too sexual, so let's have girls a third of half their age do weird stuff. Miley Watch is a project player for Duke. He's just a rim runner. People want to compare him to Embiid in college, but well, I hope his durability is better than Embiid's. Bancaro. That's what I've been. That's yeah, Paulo Bancaro. Am I crazy? I eat all the edge and then the middle. Yeah, biscuit butt. I do that sometimes. Burn, what's going on? I say Bancaro. I don't know. For the final four, there'll be a Charles Barkley cap, one blimp. Really, really? A Charles Barkley? What? Both correct. It's an ethnic. Oh, okay. I'll go to D Rob. I don't know. Roll the R. Paulo Bancaro. Is that better? It feels weird rolling the R back there. Paulo Bancaro. Paulo Bancaro. Paulo Bancaro. How's that? I don't know. Andrew, what's going on? I'm better at rolling my R's at the front, not the back. Thank you, Andrew. Everyone hit the thumbs up. It's an E, not an A. Who's an E, not an A? What is it, Bankiro? Beancaro? Oh, bring back the Silver Dancers! Bum 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 bum. My tail is actually a little wobbly here. Instead of the instead of the hype squad, we got the hype headband. Woohoo, baby. Headband, headband. Oh, my headband. May the headband be with you. I could go for an enchilada right now. Can I show the silver dancers dance? Well, Clarissa, there are no silver dancers anymore. They're gone. Ba, 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 ba. I can't show the halftime show. I would hit with copyright. One time, many moons ago, not on this channel, I was watching a UFC press conference and I was like, I'll do a live reaction to it. And I turned my camera on the press conference, and literally within 10 seconds, a big thing came up from YouTube. You are showing copyrighted live content. Stop. Like, I got a huge warning. I was like, okay, I'm done. So I know some channels play live stuff, and there's a lot of people that create channels weekly just to show live stuff, and then they delete them, and then I don't want to take a chance. This channel's gonna be 6 years old this coming week, and we've spent way too much. Wait, this Saturday, April 5th, this Saturday, the channel will be 6 years old, and it's just there's been way too many hours put into the channel to lose it to some massive copyright issue. I haven't seen Andor season one. I have not seen Andor season one. At some point, I will. So yeah, Phil. So you're going back. That was a while ago. That's when I had a green screen. I would have a green screen on the wall here, and then a green screen on my couch. Well, not a green screen on my couch, a green tablecloth on my couch, and then a green screen in the back. It just, it was. I always had to fidget with the lighting, and just it was always a pain in the butt. And I was like, you know what? I'm done with the green screen. I stopped the green screen. I don't think there's any live streams with the green screen on it because we did a soft channel reset in 2000 in the summer of 2021, I think. Yeah, I think it was 2020 or maybe 22, whatever it was. Kind of did a channel reset and deleted all the old content because there was a lot of stuff that was getting political in 2020, and then there was epidemic or pandemic or whatever. So I did a soft channel reset and got rid of the old content. I don't think there's any of the green screen videos up. A TSR birthday party for the channel? Nah, you could like that. Probably then the last movie I saw in the theater was Deadpool and Wolverine. Green screens are totally 2010. It was cool when I first started the channel to have one up, but then I just kind of got to the point where I was like, okay, then it felt gimmicky. It's like, all right, I'm sitting in front of a background, but who cares? I mean, this is my living room too. Having a giant green screen on the wall, just I didn't like. Having my Spurs jerseys on the wall, I think is a lot cooler. You can, yes, Microsoft Teams, you can do that, right? You know you're a fan of comics. Think we'll ever see another Spawn movie? Yes, at some point. Tracy, 6 losing seasons. Yep, it will be. By the way, on the other channel, I plan on doing a comic book video about all my crappy multiple first appearances and just kind of like books that are kind of pooped on. It turns out one of the books that I have that's been in the poop boxes, if you will, is actually catching some fire. I have 10 copies of Amazing Spider-Man 546, the first brand new day issue. And it turns out Spider-Man 4 is going to be brand new day. So now that book is catching some fire. It's catching fire. Haven't seen the new Daredevil series yet. I do wear my jerseys once in a while. Go to D-Rob. I've actually never worn the Wemmy jersey. It went right up on the wall. No, that's not true. I have worn the Wemmy jersey. I wore it to a Christmas party for work. So yes, I have worn my jerseys. Nice Dwight Howard cosplay. Oh, does Dwight Howard wear a hoodie like this? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I know Dwight Howard's a big Superman guy, but I don't. Does he wear something like this? Dwight Howard's a big dude. I gotta put on a lot of muscle if I'm gonna look like Dwight Howard, and a ton of muscle, size wise. I'm still not gonna look like him for obvious reasons, but if I'm going size wise, yeah, that dude's jacked. Any thoughts on Doctor Doom? CMZ, I'm kind of checked out a little bit on the Marvel movies at this point. I like reading comic books, and I'm reading Preacher at the moment. I've got 8 issues left of Preacher. Next issue I read is going to be Alamo Part One, and I know that the issue is gonna hit the fan, and I mean I already know some of the stuff that happens based on the TV show, but I will probably read some after the game tonight, and I've really enjoyed reading that. I don't know what the next series is that I'm gonna read. I might stick with Vertigo and read Lucifer. That's 70 issues. I have all 70 of those. Also a couple indie series that I picked up recently that I want to check out. So the indie series first, and then maybe I'll switch over to Lucifer. That's right, he did wear Superman for the dunk contest. What's up, AJ? Thank you for stopping in. And yeah, let's get a Go Spurs go up. Why not? You know, Andrew, I just finished the Ultimate X-Men run last year at some point. I have all 100. I have not read them yet. That's on the to-do list. Shaq needs to come out with a bag of chips and name them Salty Shacks. Right? He is a salty dude. Didn't he recently just insult Tim Duncan, saying that if the Lakers bubble championship didn't count or should have an asterisk, the Spurs first championship should have an asterisk because they're very similar scenarios. A strike shortened season or a season where people played the playoffs in the bubble. Totally similar thing. Michelle's in the house. She's in the announce table. Jason, I will show the game. Where's the game? There he is.
Sucker!
Yes, it was Biscuit Buddy, his second rookie of the month. Fun fact, there are 5 video games with Spurs on the covers. Robinson twice, Duncan twice, and Parker once. Didn't David Robinson have his own video game, Paisan? I don't believe it was very good. I'm looking at your jerseys. Robin at center, Duncan at power forward, Victor at small forward, Parker at point guard, Joel at 2 guard. You know, if you think about the all-time great Spurs, our front court would be a murderer's row of defense. Think about it. I'm not going to put Wemby up there because he's only in year number 2. But if we actually, well, I guess you could. If you played all our best defenders, you could put David at center, Wemby at power or Timmy at power forward, Victor at small forward, and Kawhi at shooting guard, and then Alvin Robertson at point guard. Would that be the greatest defensive team in NBA history? I was being serious. Like, dang. You have what, 3 defensive player of the years in there? Wemby soon to be a defensive player of the year, and a perennial all defensive player in Tim Duncan. I did put Wemby Kokoshibo, I did. Got myself free throw line jumper is going to bounce around and go in. The Spurs have taken the lead, and I got to change halftime to quarter 3. Michelle had a few drinks. Does she sound drunk? I can't really hear her. She is rambling on about her bedroom. I'm just going to put that out there. Don't know enough about Artist Gilmore, Hugo. Critical, yeah, Portland and Atlanta. Blazers leading by 13. Come on, Portland! We absolutely need Portland to win. Jason, they don't win that without Kawhi Leonard. Absolutely not. Spurs ball. Castle with it. From the elbow, gets it to Biombo. Biombo misses a layup, but he's going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. Did LeBron win in a shortened season? I don't remember that one. I remember the bubble, but not that one. Tokashiba, yeah, I did think. I mean, we're probably going to be a little slow, so the perimeter defense might be a problem, but nobody's scoring in the paint. Ever. You got the triple towers. Forget the twin towers, but the triple towers. You're not scoring in the paint. Darren Fox being shown on the bench, hanging out. Still showing Fox, just it's kind of looking up. Probably thinking, get the camera off me. Biamo missed the first free throw, by the way. Biamo missed the second free throw, by the way. That would be a fantastic offensive team for sure. Not a good 3-point shooting team at all. Bankara with the ball. Pull up Jay. Turnaround, no good. And Yamba with the rebound. Castle bringing up the court for the Spurs. Takes off. Gets in the paint. Off balance shot. No good. Fouled. Going to the line for two. The Hawks already clinch a postseason, so their pick at least is just out. Uh, no, Muhammad, I believe if they lose the play-in, then they're not a playoff team. Then it would go back into the lottery, wouldn't it? The late lottery, correct me if I'm wrong, Spurs fans, but if the Hawks lose, if they don't make the playoffs, because they're a play-in team, but they're not a playoff team yet. If they get knocked out of the play-in, then they're a lottery team. I think that's how that works. Castle's first free throw was good. Yes, we will have a hate watch, Dennis. Absolutely. Castle second free throw. Swish! What's up, Ryan? Castle's having a nice game tonight. Much more efficient game than he's had lately, which I'm glad to see because his shooting percentage has been trending in the wrong direction, but he's playing well tonight. Spurs up by 4, 10:20 to go in the third quarter. Ancaro against CP3. The Philip J is blocked by Biombo. Get it out of here. Thank you, Fonswine. If the Hawks lose the play-in, then they are a lottery team. It's a late lottery team, like, somewhere 13, 14, or 12, or somewhere between 11 and 14, right? Bankaro for three, no good. Vassell with the rebound. So, yes, we need Atlanta to lose their play-in games. Knocked out. You got Barnes in the corner. Splash! What did I say earlier? You can't leave Harrison Barnes open in the corner. You're going to make a sandwich and then hit a three. Michelle Beatles wilding tonight, man. James, yes, thank you for stopping in. Kyle, thank you for stopping in. The Hawks were the 10th team last year, Ryan, and jumped to number 1, so there's no reason we can't do it. So hands out, sore butt. Well, sore lower back, but pretty much a pain in the ASS. I'm just putting that out there. I'm gonna check the Trailblazers are up 93 to 80 with 1:45 to go in the third quarter. Come on, Portland. Nice to see Michelle Beadle hanging out again, though. If we jump to number 1, people are gonna, oh, yes, they are, Kokoshibo, and I would love it. I would absolutely love it if the Spurs jump to number 1 again. That would be great. Mikey's head's nice and squishy. Just putting that out there. Squishy head. New Orleans jump from 7-1 for Zion. I actually forgot about that too, Clutch Corey. Good point. Do we have the same odds? I thought they're a little worse. Right now we're number 8, aren't we? Let's see how the Bulls are doing. The Bulls are playing Raptors, I think. Oh boy, that's not how you spell Bulls. Chicago Bulls are beating Toronto 76 to 68. Get the number 1 overall. I'm going. What's up, Greg? Thank you for stopping in. Good evening, Sir Dockyard. What? Good evening, Sir Dockyard. How does that even happen? Dockyard? The lottery is, I'll ask. What is the date the NBA lottery results are revealed? May 12th. May 12th, guys. May 12th, we find out. Yeah, centers from the opponent really took a toll out. Yeah, it probably did, Muhammad. You aren't kidding. Hat trick rookie of the year? Oh gosh, that would be crazy. James, happy April Fool's Day to you. I didn't do anything April Fool's-y today. Yeah, I didn't prank anybody or no, nothing. Oh well. Yes, about a month. Month and some change. 68-61 coming back from the timeout. It kind of sucks because at the start of the game, they showed a little kid and they're like, who's your favorite? Or they said, who's your favorite player? And his favorite player is Jeremy Sohan. And I was like, he ain't playing tonight, buddy. That stinks. Michelle beat on the what? Right. See what you did there. Wagner with the ball for the Magic. Gives it over to Goga, who's checked in early. And now a foul on CP3 at 5 on the shot clock. May 12th, we get in the top 4 of the draft. Dennis, sounds good to me. And I would be happy with just the top 4. Have the first overall pick and then back-to-back top 4 picks. I'd be very content. There's an alley-oop to Boncaro. Doesn't get the oop, but he does get the putback. 68-63. Castle bringing up for San Antonio. Gets it over to Barnes. Back to Vassell. 14 on the shot clock. Over to CP3. Boncaro has 9 points tonight. He's averaging 25.9, so the Spurs are doing a good job of keeping him in check. Castle misses the three-pointer. It is Orlando ball. Boncaro out in three-point land, starts to drive. Off-balance jumper is no good. Biombo with the rebound. Up to Dan Vassell. 20 on the shot clock, so plenty of time. Out to Barnes in the corner. Barnes all day and good. Careful, Bobby. I think you're a little ahead of me. I saw Let's Go Barnes before he shot the three, so just remember, try not to, put in the chat until it happens, well, for me, too. Wagner for three, short. Offensive rebound for the Magic. KCP, get it to Boncaro, 7 on the shot clock. Boncaro spins around, nice move, layup, good. Nice move to get to the rim. Harrison Barnes is under contract next year, I believe. I think he's set to make 17 or 18 million. 71-65, 8 minutes ago. CP3 is going to lose it out of bounds. That's turnover. Barnes is signed next year. Okay. And we got Barnes for a bag of chips. He just took his contract. We didn't actually have to trade anything for him. Boncaro with the ball again. Drives in the paint. It's out to KCP. KCP now stops, pops. In and out. Castle with the rebound. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Castle takes off. In the paint. All sorts of out of control. Now we're a pass to Vassell for three. No good. Ended up being a nice pass by Castle considering how out of control he was on that drive. And Carl versus Castle, number 5 versus number 5 action. The Spurs are shooting 50% from 3 tonight. 10 of 20. The Magic are 12 of 32. I did hear during the broadcast the Magic are the worst 3-point shooting team in the NBA. Boncaro for 3. No good. Biombo with another rebound. Biombo might be on his way to a double-double tonight. CP3 with the ball, calling for somebody to come out, or either an ISO. He's got Goga on him, going to blow right by him. Gets it over to Sal in the corner. Misses the 3. Goga with the rebound. There it is. Vassell hit the showers. Bonder's going to stop, pop. Ooh, tough shot. Good. Banks it. 71-67. Yeah, salary dump. Venice, yeah. It was a good pickup. 71-67. Well, we got a timeout with about 6:35 to go in the third quarter. And a good game so far. Got to keep an eye on that Portland Hawks game. I'm checking that every break. Come on, Portland. 97-84, still up by 13, 11:42 to go in the fourth. Let's go, Portland Trailblazers! I gotta think playoffs at least, Derek. Expectations in year 3. I mean, Max, good day to you. Zach, what's up? You graduate college this semester? Congratulations. That's true, Dennis. Levine has a huge contract. You aren't lying there. Barnes, yeah, and yeah, actually, you're right. Barnes waived a trade kicker. That allowed us to keep allowed us to keep somebody, Steven Z. I don't remember who it was. What's up, Elaine? Him waiving a trade kicker allowed us to sign somebody. I'm drawing a blank of who it was. Trade Vassell for Shade and Sharp. Playoffs, anything else is disappointment? Yes, Bobby. I agree 100%. Anything less than the playoffs next season? Yeah, I would be disappointed. I got an email for paid collaboration with lawnmowers. I kid you not. Lawnmower. I get emails every day for sponsorships from stuff that makes no sense. Why the hell am I gonna, with all due respect, promote a lawnmower on a sports channel? Anyway, good game so far, 71-67. I'm sorry, I'm just perplexed. The stuff I get in my email. Right, back to the game. Little ATB inside the game coming up. I don't know what play this is. Is Barnes shooting a three, maybe? They're showing us in transition, and Barnes is wide open heading towards the right corner of the floor. I assume this is a Barnes three they're about to show because he's got nobody near him. And Goga ends up running to him, but he's already got the shot off before he gets there. We have Fox, Steph, Victor, and all those role players, Kelly Champagne, Mama, Blake, Vassell, and a top 8 to 10 pick. Yeah, I would agree playoffs. Year 3 of Wemby. Barnes shooting a career high 41.6% from three this year. Anthony, I'll blow up my microphone. This microphone cannot handle the Marco Bellinelli. It really can't. When we do the lottery, I'm going to switch to this microphone that's on the camera. It's not as clean as the one I'm using right now, but it can handle the Marco Bellinelli. It'll be a little distorted, but ooh, Gogo with a huge block on Wesley. So we'll do a Marco Bellinelli if I remember during the draft. No, somebody got signed. Luminatics, good evening. We signed somebody because he waived the kicker. We were able to keep somebody on the team. I don't remember who it was. Vassell going to take an off balance there with the shot clock expiring. Falls down. KCP falls down. No foul. Hey, I say let him play. Blanton going to drive in the paint. Out to Bancaro for. Nope, not going to take the three. 10 on the shot clock for the Magic. Bancaro got kind of a double team on him. Kicks it out to KCP. Back to Anthony for three. Winning. Well, Houston's going to step out of bounds as he touches the ball. Antonio, I agree. Grand slam. Oh, grand slam by the Diamondbacks. Come on now. Appreciate the update, Jam Money, but not the update I wanted or needed. 71-67. Blake Wesley with the ball for the Spurs. Drops it off to Devin Vassell. Vassell gonna fire it off to Wesley, who's open in the corner. Nope, he's gonna step forward and gets it over to Kelman. Wesley had a shot, decided not to take it. Kelman's now gonna force his way into the paint. Layup is gonna roll off the rim. Anthony fakes the three and now gets by Biombo. The runner is no good. Wow, the Magic offense is just right now. New York Yankees, Anthony. Kellen out to Champagne. He fakes the three. Runs to the corner, now launches the three. What? Champagne did a little quick three, and then he just ran literally to the corner and then fired off the three. Spurs up by 7. Champagne at 14 now. And now found the Spurs. Paulo Bancaro is going to go to the line for 2. The Yanks had a million home runs in that Brewers series. It's just crazy that he ran away from Goga road trip to shoot that three and then made it. He literally ran to the corner and then fired off the three. Even Kelman just did it. You don't usually see players run to a spot like that and then fire the shot off, but Champagne did on that one, so hey, it worked. Yeah, Penny, I'm not calling him Jules, Bobby. No. No, 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 no. Oh, mamma mia, let him go. He is a broken table put aside for me. The Hawks are rallying. No! I'm gonna laugh at you. Dang it! Don't be rallying Atlanta. You think the Blazers are tanking at the end? They're resting all the guys now that they have a lead. 99-94. Dang. We just got 69 in this game. Spurs ball. Biombo with the ball to Tom Vassell. Vassell's had kind of a quiet night tonight. That's being mild. Wants a turnover by the Spurs. Nice save by Champagne. He's going to fire off a three. Julian Champagne! Oh gosh, I did just hear Jacob Toby call him Jules. I hate it. I hate it. Yeah, Bobby, I'm with you there. I just heard, yeah, not a fan of Jules. Yoga from the elbow, good. 77-71. Oh boy. Penny's having a great game. If Penny wasn't having this game, then we would be losing. Blake Wesley with the ball for the Spurs, 8 on the shot clock, driving the paint, and then turns the ball over. Lost his handle, and Houston with the steal. Magic ball. Anthony rips it out to Houston. Houston's going to fire off a three. No good. Man, the Magic really do suck at three-point shooting. They're worse than us. They're worse than us. That's saying something. Gallen with the ball drives, stops, out to Wesley. Wesley's going to drive baseline, back to Biombo. Biombo, little jumper, good. Biombo with like 12 points tonight. Can we get to 150 likes before the game is over? That's a good question, Bobby. I hope so. Biombo with 11 points. I mentioned a double-double for him earlier. Not going to happen. He's got 11 and 4. Moncaro misses a three. The Magic are firing off threes left and right, and none of them are going in. Vassell gets by everybody in the paint. Layup good. Biggest lead of the game for the Spurs. I don't think anybody was saying Scoot Henderson should be the number one pick before Wendy, except for Scoot Henderson. Scoot Henderson said he should be the number one pick. Everybody pretty much universally disagreed with that statement. As Cole Anthony gets fouled on the other end. 2:51 to go, 81-71. Looks like we have a timeout. Ooh, foul Blake Wesley, accidental trip. Took Cole Anthony out. The Bucks are beating the Suns 104-97, if anybody cares. Let's put the score up, so I thought I'd read it. You know. Jonathan Isaacs checked in for the Magic. Houston to Wagner. Back to Houston. He just traveled. Yep. Traveling. Corey needs 5 more threes for the record. Is he going after Ray Allen, J Money? I assume he's going after J Money. He's going after Ray Allen for most 3-pointers made all time. Champagne drives in the paint. Gets blocked. Ooh, Houston and took a shot in the face, maybe a finger to the eye. Wagner open in the corner. Can't hit the three. 3-point shooting is like watching us on most nights. Jeez, that's ugly. Champagne with the ball for the Spurs. Mamu's checking in for San Antonio. Mamu no has the ball at the moment. Back to Kellen. Kellen's going to drive in the paint. Goes for a dunk. Fouled. Going to go on the line for 2. Clay has the record for most threes or 3-pointers in a game. All-time threes. Shoot, I don't know who has that anymore. They have 6 turnovers in the fourth quarter. So, Dennis, it sounds like the Blazers are throwing the game in the fourth, huh? Kellen's first free throw. Well, good. We're still in the third quarter here. 104-98. Portland over Atlanta. 8:24 to go. They just put the score up. That game has started at no, actually the game started before ours. Never mind. I'll say it's going much quicker than ours. I think it started a half hour earlier. Trade Vassell for a bag of Fritos or Doritos. 82-71. Spurs are in the bonus, by the way, with 2 minutes to go. Spurs are 10 of 15 at the line. The Magic are 7 of 7. We're not shooting free throws very well tonight. 10 of 15. Come on now. Jonathan Isaac guarded by Mamu, drops it off. Black over to Houston. Around to Wagner. 2 on the shot clock. Back to Houston. Long 3. He hit it. 82-74. Yes, Curry has a million threes. Sad lyrics, what's going on? I don't know. Mamu in the corner, hits 3-pointer is no good. Castle with the offensive rebound. 82-74, 10 on the shot clock. Castle now takes off into the paint. Turned it over. Forgot the ball. Fast break. Anthony layup good. That's at least 4 turnovers for Steph tonight. Got to be a little less loose with that ball. Kelvin into the paint. Off the glass. Good. Judge 0 for 4. I mean, you can't hit multiple home runs every game. God, Bryn Forbes. There's a name I haven't said in a little while. Not a good name either. He's got himself into a lot of legal trouble, and I'll leave it at that. Wagner, what a terrible miss. Kelding on the sprint up the court down the other end, all out of control. The jumper is an air ball. Castle with the offensive rebound. Castle with the putback. It's blocked by the rim. Houston just wide open all day for 3. Splash. Nothing like getting blocked by the rim, guys. Greco, that was awful. We had multiple offensive rebounds, and everything there was ugly. We missed 2 or 3 shots there. Everything was bad. Castle with the ball at the moment. He's going to take off in the paint. Gets blocked, gets the ball back. The putback gets blocked again. Oh my God. Castle blocked twice in the paint. Steph, you got to stop forcing the action like that. Oh my gosh. Wagner went down at the end of the third quarter, and he's still down. I think he hit in the face. Didn't see what happened to him. Greco, that last minute was ugly. Castle blocked by the rim and blocked on his last 2 shots. Got his shot blocked, got the ball back. I mean, he really needs to work on that. I'm pretty sure he's probably leading all rookies getting blocked. Wow. Fontaine, that's a crazy stat. Franz Wagner's down, Greco. Franz Wagner. I don't know what happened to him. I didn't see the contact, but he's down when the quarter ended. Did he take a people's elbow? Hand or fist? I got no idea on the Final Four. I really don't. No idea. Aren't they all #1 ranked teams this year? Did I hear that was a thing that happened? All the #1 ranked teams are in the Final Four. There you go. Trade everybody, even Wemby. What better way to build a championship than hit the reset button every 2 years? It's just get cold in my house. Here in New England, the temperature's dropping tonight. Wagner down. Elbow to the choppers. The Blazers are still up 108-103 with 7 minutes to go. I'd like it better when Portland was up by 13. Just throwing that out there. I'm not really thrilled about a 5-point lead. All 1 seeds for the second time in history. The other was 2008, the city. San Antonio. Okay, I thought that was a rarity, all #1s. Yeah, James, I'm keeping an eye on that game too. The Blazers need to Chuck Norris Atlanta. I just want Atlanta to lose the rest of their games. Thank you, Kawhi. About all he's good for these days is a laugh. Aha! Boom. We're still in a game break. We are back from the game break. What in the world? There's 3 Spurs fans together. One has a Wemby jersey, one has a Fox jersey, and one has a McClung jersey. One of these things is not like the other. Oh, yeah. Castle just gave Wagner the people's elbow. Big time. He took a hard shot to the face. 5 lug racing. What's going on? I'd like to think that was not intentional, Greco. But it was a hard shot for sure. FLR in the house. My NASCAR channel. The only NASCAR channel I'm subscribed to. 5 lug racing. I'm ready for the season to end. Mom over 3. It's been a long season. No Wemby, no Fox, no Pop. All the losing since January. It's worn me out a little bit. I'm ready. I'm ready for the break. I'm still making regular content on the channel, but the live streaming, I'm ready for a break. I mean, somebody was saying earlier, I was talking about doing some new content on the other channel, like, too much free time. I'm gonna have 9 hours minimum a week open up, a minimum of 9 hours when the season ends, up to 12 hours, maybe even 15. As I think we had 5 games. We've had 5 games in a week before. Not often that happens, but two back to backs. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the free time. Ball's gonna knock that bounce. Gonna stay with Orlando. 11-19 in the game. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Yeah, fork in the season for sure. Ready for the draft. I'm ready for the summer. I like the warm weather, getting out of the house. So I'm excited for that. Anthony was so Anthony inbounded the ball and immediately get the ball back to him, but he was still his feet were on the line when they gave him back the ball. That's a turnover. That was a bad pass, or sorry, bad play by Orlando. Orlando giving us a full court defense. Spurs almost didn't get past midcourt. Ball's gonna get knocked out of bounds. Gonna stay with the Spurs. Curry has 11 threes with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Jeez. I like the humidity. I don't like mosquitoes. Blazers up by 12. Let's go. Ball gonna get punched out again. It's gonna stay with San Antonio. I see it 117 to 105 with 4:50 to go. 4:53 to go. Let's go, Portland. Four should have been able to keep that game ball. I would hope so. A game like that. Spurs finally turned the ball over. Kind of saw that coming. We have 14 on the night. Wagner with the ball. Black turns it over. Spurs on the run. Magic it back in transition. Well, Mama's going to take a three. No good. Orlando ball. Jeremy has a sore back, JT. Speedos. JT, he's got a sore lower back, so he's out tonight. Foul by Champagny. Paul Anthony going on the line for two. Close game. It's been a good game all night. Spurs have been up a good portion of the night. The Warriors are beating the Grizzlies 93 to 91, and there's still almost 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Bulls are crushing Toronto 102 to 79. Chicago's going to win that one. We're going to stay ahead of Chicago. That's going to be their 34th win. If we win tonight, that's 32. It's only 2 wins, but 2 wins is a lot at the end of the season. We have a back-to-back tomorrow against Denver. I don't feel good about that one. Chris Paul passed Kobe Bryant for 15th most games played in NBA history. All right. CP3. Hit the ball of the Castle, and he's going to miss in the paint. Black with a massive dunk in the paint. And there goes Castle's efficient night. He's missed quite a few shots in the second half. He was shooting very well. He ain't shooting well anymore. I think he was 5 of 7 in the first half. I don't know what Castle's shooting now, but his efficiency is gone with all the misses and blocks lately. GL 7-7. No, don't root for the Spurs to lose. Root for other teams to win. Grade for the Sohan pick. Oh, gosh. I mean, he's been dinged up a lot this year. You're playing out of position. I don't know, a B minus. Shot clock's expiring for the Spurs. Harrison Barnes pull up Jay. Good. Go Bulls and go Spurs. I'm a fan of both. Hey, you can be both. Franklin, it's all good. Why are we feeling bad for a fan? Did something happen out in the crowd that I don't know about? 89-83, 9.5 minutes to go in the game. Wagner with the ball against Castle. Out to Houston. Dude's been making a lot of threes tonight. 89-86. Oh, somebody tore his. Oh, he tore his ACL in the. He tore his ACL in the layup challenge. Are you serious? I didn't know that. Oh. Barnes jumper, no good. A fan tore their ACL during a layup challenge? That does suck. I didn't know that. Wagner drives, fucking and one. Oh, it's hard. Yeah, Capito's gonna be a monster. A fan did five lug racing. They're saying that a fan got hurt, apparently. I missed all this. Sad and embarrassing. Not as embarrassing as tearing both your quads, jumping into the ring at the Royal Rumble, looking at Vince McMahon. Just saying, Vinnie Mac. He did do that. We're all tied up. Looney hit another three for the Warriors. Is he turning into their best three-point shooter? Yeah, this could end up being a difference in the game. The Magic are 10 of 10 from the free throw line. The Spurs are 10 of 15. Mamu, oh, he fakes the three, pulled it down to get over to Vassell. Vassell's open for three. Hit the showers, Vassell. There you go, Bobby. If you're still in here, I did it for you. Hit the showers. Anthony into the paint. Ball bounces off of him. That's a turnover for Orlando. We got a close game here. Tied Medicare. Curry is going nuts. Not went nuts, Greco. That game isn't over yet. CP3 pull-up jumper, nice. A little bit of fade on that one. 91-89. Steph Curry is going nuts. CP3 at 8 points and 7 assists. Chance at a double-double. Wagner with the ball for the Magic. Gonna launch a three. Nope. Chris Paul bringing up for the Spurs. We got Vassell streaking up the court. Nope, they're going to get to Champagny for three instead. No good. He stepped out of bounds. Can we stop stepping out of bounds? Yeah, James Castle was 5 of 7 in the first half, I believe. What does he shoot? What is he now? Landon Sports Talk, my man Looney Tunes for three. Looney Tunes. He hit another three. That's two. Five lugs. So what I said in the video today, if you didn't catch it yet, I mentioned that Jeremy Sohan, Demisel, Keldon Johnson. I think one will be gone in the summer. I can't see it. He's two of two for the year. Best three-point shooter in the NBA. Hey, what's happening, Landon? I think one of them gets traded in the offseason. I don't know which one. Jonathan Isaac just getting juked around by CP3. Finally, CP3 at the free throw line splash. That's unfair. Steph has 45 with a minute left. No. Fine, look, don't worry about not watching the video. That's not me calling you out or saying you don't. I don't expect you guys to watch every video I put up, but I was letting you know if you hadn't seen it, that was addressed in there, and I did mention it. I just don't see how that works. We just have too many guys that are 6'5". And that sounds weird to say, but we just too many guys that are similar, I guess you could say. That's a miss for Orlando Spurs ball. Cleveland go for 60 tonight. Mamo in the paint, off balance shot, no good. Moncaro in the paint, misses. And it's a goaltend on the Spurs. Tied up again. You think Devin and Kellman? I think they keep Kellman before Devin. Simply because of the contract situation. Devin's set to make, I think, he's making about 27 million a year, and Kellman's making 17. Well, Mamo just threw his towel on the ground. He's not angry. Swarf. 93-0. My clock's a little ahead. There's 6:51 to go. What a game. Elaine says Vassell sucks. Curry getting fouled a lot and no calls. Are they calling no fouls on both sides of the court, Landon? Because I do prefer that if they just let them play. 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 There's no fouls tomorrow. Let 'em play. That's right. It's time again. A little ASMR, TSR. Microphone's in my face. That means it's time to talk with a low, bassy voice. Bobby February. Here's Julian. He's having a great game. Landon Sports Talk says it's mostly fouls on us. It feels like one side, no fouls called. One side,
Fouls called. Curry has 48, 7, 8, and 5. Does that mean he has 5 steals? Consway thinks Devin Vassell just needs to change to a different team. He's a good player, but does not fit with the Spurs. And I say that's fairly accurate. Vamos threw the towel to the ground and missed. Yes, he did. That's right. And in sports talk,
Actually, Landon, I announced it earlier on the second channel. I don't know if you know, I have a second channel called I Make Crap. It's all the failed channels and new content, all the music I've done that's not sports related. I'm gonna bring Ron Jambo back, and it's gonna be ASMR with Ron Jambo. I'm being serious. I can be, do goofy stuff on that channel, and who cares? Thoughts on Wemby playing for France? I'm not a fan of it, Andy. I'm really worried about him. Did Mono really miss did the towel not hit the ground? What happened? Did he throw it and went the other way? Everybody does say I sound like a golf whisperer, Sol 77. You're right. I could do ASMR golf play-by-play.
he's grabbing his wood and he's lining up to smack the ball. It's a long drive that penetrates the green. It's now rolling off the green. It's penetrating the bush, deep bush. I don't know how he's going to get out of that bush. He's so stuck in it with his ball.
No innuendo here. I'm just talking golf, guys. Just talking golf. Come on now. You know, Forepaws actually thought of that. Read Cannibal Corpse lyrics, but I don't know if I would feel comfortable doing that. Tomb of the Mutilated and Butchered at Birth have some pretty not safe for work lyrics. Devin in the paint spins around, layup bounces in and out. That's an in and out burger for Devin Vassell. He's having a rough night. The Hawks are down by 15 with 2 minutes to go. There's a miss, but Jonathan Isaac throws it down. There's the lead for the Magic, 95-93. Portland looks like they're going to beat Atlanta, guys. That's a good thing. CP3 for 3, air ball. Gets the ball back, 7 on the shot clock, out to Champagny for 3, in and out. All of a sudden, there's now a cover on that rim. Yep, I know he had surgery on the shoulder. I'm just worried about him playing the summer. That being said, Air Alamo made a good point. He's been out since the All-Star game. All-Star games, he's been out almost 2 months. If he plays in France in the summer, that'll get him in playing shape, get him repetition. So I get it. If the doctors say he's 100% medically cleared, then Wemby got to be Wemby, right? It is Orlando ball. They're up by 2, under 6 minutes to go, 95-93. Wagner with the ball. Out to KCP for 3. Ouch. 98-93. Am I yawning? I'm sorry. I am tired, a little tired, Five Lug. It's been watching the Spurs look like they haven't. It's tough. Castle with the ball, almost turned it over. All over the place. Finally turns it over. That's like 5 turnovers at least for Castle. Mancaro into the paint. Runner good. This is the biggest lead of the game for Orlando. The Lamb is coming. Well, I'll let you know if he gets a block. Atlanta's Curry going off. Barnes in the paint layup. Barnes has had a nice game for the Spurs. Point game, 5 minutes to go. Marmalade, Fox will be good to go next season. He's done for the year. He's shut down. He will not be back until the start of next season. He should be good to go, though he shouldn't miss any games because of this. KCP with a fakes to 3. Now he's going to have to launch an off-balance 3 with the shot clock running, and that's a shot clock violation. Yeah, Bobby. It's not. It's not. It's We're down by 5. But yeah, this made a quick 180 very at the end of the fourth. I can't talk. 180 in the fourth quarter. Spurs have 38 points in the paint. The Magic have 28, but we're down at the moment. Another turnover for Steph. Oh my God. Carl in the paint gets blocked. Goaltend. Yeah, I was off the it hit the backboard first. That's a goaltend. I just heard Orlando's on a 13-2 run. Joshua, yeah, they are absolutely falling apart here in the fourth quarter. Castle is missing. Castle, second half Castle looks nothing like first half Castle. I'm very interested on his final game stats because he's been playing terrible. Jesse, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. He's a Magic fan. Appreciate you being here. Castle into the paint, gets it to Biombo. Biombo turns it over. Orlando's defense has been swarming us and causing turnovers. Wendell Carter Jr. in the paint, bucket, and fouled by Biombo. That's an and one. We have a chance to go, but what is happening? Greg, they're falling apart like nobody's business. Yeah, 5 Lug Racing, what'd you do? Yes, Wemby's out for the season. WZH, what's going on? And yes, Castle's turning the ball over a lot in the second half. Hugo, I agree. Yeah, Mitch Johnson. They're checking for a flagrant? Wait, what? Carlos Jr., my eyeball friend. No, Paul, I didn't get a copy of the script tonight. They're talking about a flagrant one on this. Stride Network, good evening to you. Oh, come on. You're really calling a flagrant on that? That's just a good foul in the 90s. Oh, he whacked him on the top of the head. Well, not a flagrant. Yeah, common foul. As it should be. Stephen J, it's not looking good. Mark, good evening to you. Kind of collapsed, Biscuit Buddy. We're down by 9 now. I don't know. I don't know what the scoring is for the fourth quarter, but I gotta assume we're getting outscored by quite a bit. Well, this braid. It's a foul, but it's not a flagrant by any stretch of the imagination. Carter will go to the line for one, and this would be the first double-digit lead for the Magic if he makes the free throw. Graf says he needs Boncaro to get 2 threes. He's been firing threes tonight. He hasn't been making threes. It's a normal foul, Bobby. They didn't call a flagrant. Wendell Carter Jr. at the line for one, rocking the headband, looking good with the headband. Headband power makes the bucket. Yeah, LeBoy, I understand that it's better for the Spurs if they lose, but I can't root for our guys to lose. I just don't have that in me. I'll root for other teams to win. I'm happy Portland's beating the Hawks. I'm ecstatic Portland's beating the Hawks. Actually, that game may be over. Let's take a look. We have a foul in the court at the moment. Atlanta Hawks lost 127-113. That puts Portland, what, 2 wins up ahead of us? Barnes gets blocked by the rim. Castle with the putback. Castle had such a good first half. The second half, though, has not been kind to him. Yes, smash that like. Agile TV, thank you for stopping in. Castle with 16, 9, and 6. So his stat line looks good, but I'm pretty sure he's having an inefficient night. Yes, let's get to 150 thumbs up. It does help the channel, and that's all we'll ask for here is the old thumbs up. That fight was nothing, Brian. I was going to do a reaction to it. I actually did shoot a reaction to it Monday, and it was just, there was no excitement in the reaction because I was expecting so much more. Not that I want a bigger fight, but from somebody that watched Malice at the Palace, and I think I saw it live. I don't know why I saw it live, but I feel like I did. Or watched highlights that day, whatever. This was nothing compared to that. Absolutely nothing. I can't lose it. No, I can't lose for, yeah, Bobby, I don't have that losing gene in me. Carlos, that's a darn good question. Castle six. All right, 6 of 14 is not terrible, but he was 5 of 7, Alex, in the first half. I believe he was 5 of 7. So his second half efficiency has been horrible. Because 5 of 7 minus 6 of 14 is 1 of 7. Yeah, Alphonse one. I was actually wondering that too when I did that reaction video. I'm like, wait a minute. The Pistons were in the malice at the palace as well. JC, I would be cool with Vassell being traded in the summer. I like Devin. I wish him well. I don't think he fits what we're planning on doing in the future. I mean, I look at our backcourt of being Darren Fox and Stefan Castle. Vassell is too small to be a small forward and too overpaid to be coming off the bench. If we can move on from him, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Malice in the Palace is a legendary moment in the NBA. Good or bad, depending on your take. I think most people would say it was not a good look. It wasn't a good look. I feel like I was watching that, guys. I mean, unless I watched a highlight that day, but Artest getting hit by the soda and then charging the fan and then all hell breaking loose. That just was the craziest moment in NBA history. He's very inconsistent. Yes. Blown way out of proportion and a nice that was a double team move on. Oh, wait, what are you talking about, Brian? I know there was a game where uh Sohan got blown out. Or not blown out, thrown out. It is the Nuggets tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'll be live for that game. Guys, we're gonna call every game this season. For the first time in this channel's history, we'll have done it. I think there's 8 games after tonight-ish, 7 or 8 games. We haven't missed a game all of the summer league, all of the preseason. Haven't missed a regular season game. I've never been able to maintain that. We're gonna do it this year, so that's really cool. Black Cat, good evening. Thank you for stopping in. Didn't he change his name, Joshua, to like Meta World Peace or something weird? That is Meta World Peace. The Fontswine just said it. It is the longest suspension in NBA history. Yep, 73 regular season games and 13 playoff games. Zach Collins left, and Vassell picked up his energy. Wow, that's harsh. Connor, I don't believe Kelman's injured. I don't think so. The rest were just at the scores table. I don't know what's going on at the moment. Another timeout? Another timeout? Really? Nathaniel, you should be good for 2 more points. He plays the last 3.5 minutes. I'd like Castle to get a whole bunch more points, but that's I can't do anything about that. Okay, so back-to-back timeouts. KJ was holding his back earlier. Oh. Good evening, Ricardo. Black Cat, I'm very well. I will do an announcements and cheering here, Black Cat, since I think you know my cousin, my brother from another mother, Ron Jambo. We're going to start doing content on the second channel. And it's going to be ASMR with Ron Jambo. That's the thing. Yeah, Bobby, I guess we haven't seen Keldon much. Maybe he is hurt. So does that mean we're going to be out without Sohan and Keldon the rest of the year? Are we going to start seeing injuries magically show up left and right like the Utah Jazz guys are always reconditioning? Man, the Jazz are so blatantly tanking. I hate it. I don't want us to do that. I don't want to be that team that these suspect injuries keep showing up, and then families and kids go to see their favorite players, and they're sitting out because the team is throwing in the towel. They showed a young kid at the start of the game. The favorite player is Jeremy Sohan. Jeremy's not playing tonight, so that kid's gonna be disappointed. Jeremy might be legit injured, but these phantom injuries, I don't want to see that crap on our franchise. Wagner for three. Oh, good. Magic with the rebound. The ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with Orlando. 3-11. Down, down. Left in the game. 105-97. The Prune, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Yes. Yep. I'm looking forward to doing Black Cat. I don't know what I'm going to do with him yet. I might do some drawing too, a la, who's the Happy Tree guy? Bob Ross. And believe me, Ron Jambo can't draw. KCP for three. Mitch Johnson for timeout, 108.97. Wow. Yes, Alex, actually, he is. Castle is outperforming Vassell. Vassell has 0 assists? Wow. Yeah, Brian. I'm really thinking of doing a ASMR with Ron Jambo, and I might draw on some of these. And I can't draw. I cannot. While we're in a timeout, you know what? Why don't I plug the second channel since I'm talking about it? If you guys haven't checked it out, I'm really going to call it now a variety entertainment channel because there's a little bit of everything that I've done in the last 20 years on YouTube. 20, we're a little over there. Uh, oh gosh, almost 20 years, but also there's new content still going up there. And I realize with the music stuff, I'm actually creating new videos as we speak for a lot of the music because a lot of the music I've done in the past didn't have a video. So I'm just making these good, weird horror icons playing my old crap from the late 90s. And my old music is crap. Although some people seem to like it. It's weird. It's getting more views now than and more interaction than it did when I first put it up 5 years ago. Now being much more creative with the titles. Road Trip, he got blocked twice at the end of the third quarter. So there's the other channel. I make crap. I love what I'm doing over there. I'm having a lot of fun. If you're looking for something different, there's 80s film reviews with Ricardo Schwarzenegger. Low, no budget movies from 15 years ago that I did that are embarrassing. There's a lot of laughs over there. Death metal, if you're into that, I'm doing a lot, put up all my old death metal to more recent death metal, and there'll probably be new stuff in the future, and just regular heavy metal. Another miss for the Spurs. We are in a lot of trouble, guys. The Magic are in the bonus. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. 108-97. The Spurs were winning the majority of this game. They had a lead, and then just a collapse the last few minutes. Carl over to Houston, around the world to KCP. KCP is killing us in the fourth quarter. It's 111-97. Yeah, I heard Carlos grand slam. Well, we've been crushing everybody with home runs. It was bound to happen to us. Barnes in the paint, layup good. Nice job, HV. 111.99. Yep, all the stuck in the 80s Black Cat are going up, all 75. Plus, I might shoot some new ones in the future. I'm having a lot of fun over there. And I was saying it early in the stream. I really want to get that channel monetized, not because of money. I don't care. But it'll feel like an achievement. An achievement unlocked. Vassell in the paint, layup, good. An achievement because I'll have two channels completely unrelated. A sports channel, and then I guess we'll call it a variety entertainment channel. Both find some kind of success on YouTube. Turnover Magic. The Spurs are now making a run here at the end of the fourth quarter. Harrison Barnes in the paint. And he's going to get fouled. Going to line for two. Spurs now all of a sudden fighting the last minute and a half. Does Connor, does he do that in the post games? I usually don't listen to him because I mean, honest with you, I don't care what he has to say. Sorry, I'm always gonna be transparent with you guys. I really don't care what Mitch Johnson's opinion is. I've seen him coach. That's enough. I don't want to hear from him afterwards. Barnes at the line for two, makes the first one. Down to single digits. Eddie Christian. Black Cat, it's going to be 2006 to present all over again on that channel. We're digging way back. I'm also doing something a little different with the Whack Bag film stuff. Those are the independent movies. One of those goes up or independent shorts, I guess. They're not movies, they're shorts. One of those is going to go up every Wednesday. I have the outtake reels from all those, and I'm putting the outtakes at the end of every one. I was like, people like outtakes. Put the outtakes in there. So I cut the end credits out because it had all our real names in it. I didn't want to put up my friends' real names on YouTube. I was like, you know what? Get that off of there. There's a layup for the Magic. No defense for the Spurs. 10-point game. Let me focus on the game since we're near the end, guys. I'm sorry. I'm blabbing about the other channel. Paulo Mancaro hit that one. Follow with 21, 10, and 4. Barnes in the paint. Misses the layup at the rim. And that's probably going to be the dagger. A self-inflicted dagger. Blowing a layup right at the rim. Carl gets by everybody and throws it down and one. You could be right, Illuminatics. I do prefer homegrown, and at this point, put all the bench players in. We got a back-to-back tomorrow. Take all the starters out. Wow. Second grade in 2006. Black Cat, second grade. We're in a timeout. Second grade for me was, oh boy, I had to do the math. Second grade was like 1985 for me. You feel old? Second grade for me was 1985. So I do like three sites. While we're in a timeout, I will promote some sites. I don't do a lot of promotion on this channel, and I'm not a paid sponsor in any way, shape, or form. I'm just sharing Spurs sites that I like and that you've obviously seen me grab articles from and give my thoughts on, use their content, if you will. I like SpursTalk.com. That is run by LJ Ellis and I believe his wife as well. And he grades. He does post game. They're probably not going to be very good grades for this game in the second half, but he does Spurs grades like I used to do. I just don't have time to grade every game anymore. He grades the games. Enjoy his articles. Occasionally, to do breakdowns on draft picks or trades. Pounding the Rock is also of course a classic. Then Air Alamo. Those are the three Spurs sites I go to the most, and I enjoy all their content. So if you're looking for a Spurs website, I think you can't go wrong with any one of them. Air Alamo's been very busy with the content lately. Um, it's a little weird with their opinions because sometimes they seem very Spursy, like rah 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 Spurs, and then one of the writers is just calling out anything that's going wrong with the team, which is good. I like it. It's not all you know cake and ice cream over here with the Spurs this season. There's a lot of things that need to be fixed with the team. Paulo's free throw is good. That's gonna be the game, guys. I'll go over the end of game stats here when we get to the end of the game. If you're on the way out, please hit the thumbs up. It does still help the channel. But with 50 seconds left, it's Garbage Time Squad. Jordan McLaughlin, Julian Champagny, Blake Leslie, Chandra Mamakalashvili, and who else is in there? Malachi Branham. 90 for three. Nope. Yeah, Vassell's been very consistent all year, Andrew. Sometimes he looks like the second best player on the team, and then other times he looks like an overpaid jabroner. Andy, I'm not happy we lost, but I can take the grain of salt knowing it helps the rebuild with the lottery pick. Looks like we're not going to do any worse than eighth unless a lot of teams move up. Both teams are going to dribble out the ball. Wait, we're gonna score at the end here? I see ESPN's got a bucket up here. Somebody scores for the Spurs at the end. Julian Champagny throws down it. Come on, really? The Magic were not playing defense. I'm sorry, that's just stupid. It's the end of the game. Nobody's playing defense, and you go in there and get a stat pad dunk. Julian, come on, be better than that. You did not earn that 2 points. You did not earn that dunk. That's a chump move. I don't like it. Sorry. Chump move. I'm gonna call it like I see it. I don't like that. You ain't getting a thunder of justice for me. Thunder dunk of justice for me on that one. Nope. 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 Poor Pop. Yeah, that would have made Pop angry. Why? Milano's just standing there. They just dribbled the ball out. They know the game's over. They let the shot clock expire, which is a general common courtesy, respect thing. The game's over. We'll dribble it out. You get the ball back. You dribble it out. Nope. Penny ran up. Oh, look at my dunk, douche. I'm sorry. I thought that was unnecessary. I just thought it was not needed right there. It felt like a total. I'm gonna uh, stat pad. I'm gonna pad my stats for a little bit. Would have ended the game done. I didn't like it. So it is what it is. I don't hate him for it, but I think be better than that. Game's over. It seems like you guys are in the same boat, right? If it was a winning team, though, Alex, the winning team should not be doing that at all, which they didn't. Is that what he did? Did he get to 20 points with that? Omar, we might. I'm going to be live for tomorrow night's game versus the Nuggets. I don't feel very good about our chances. We're going to be on a back-to-back against Denver. Jokic is going to feast on us, probably get a triple-double. That's going to be rough. Let's get to the end of game stats as promised. Julian, still love you, but Be better than that. Why am I going to YouTube? I'm going to Endgame Stats. On the bright side, guys, the Atlanta Hawks lost tonight to the Portland Trailblazers. So we got that going for us. But let's take a look at our game, and the fourth quarter was a disaster. We got outscored 37-21 in the fourth. So going into the fourth quarter, that means we were up. We were up by 5? Let me ESPN, what's going on here? All right. We were up by 5 going into the fourth quarter, and we lost by 11. It was that kind of game, guys. For the Magic, Paulo Banchero, nice game, 24 points, 10 rebounds. Franz Wagner, 24 points as well, and 5 rebounds and 7 assists. Wendell Carter Jr. with 8. Corey Joseph with 6. And KCP sniping us all night. 23 points on 8 of 11 shooting, including 7 of 9 from three-point land. He also had 3 steals. Off the bench for the Magic, Jonathan Isaac with 4. Goga with 2. Cole Anthony with 9. Gary Harris with 0. Caleb Houston with 12 points, went 4 of 8 from 3. Anthony Black with 4. For the night, the Magic shot 48, 38, 100. Made all their free throws, and they had 10 turnovers. For the Spurs, we had 17 turnovers. We shot 49, 40, 70. And I just saw an ugly stat we'll just get to in a moment. Harrison Barnes with 24 points tonight. I didn't realize he scored that much. 9 of 14 from the field, 4 of 5 from 3. Barnes was our leading scorer. Good job, Harrison. Bismack Biyombo with 11 points. Chris Paul with 10 points, 7 assists, 3 steals. Devin Vassell didn't do much tonight, 4 of 11, 11 points. Stefan Castle, the good, the bad, and the ugly. He had 16 points, 6 of 13 from the floor. 8 rebounds. He was the leading rebounder in the starting lineup, 6 assists. So 16, 8, and 6. That's good, right? 7 turnovers. He had a team worst minus 22 when he was on the floor. And I'm guessing that's because he had 7 turnovers. He got blocked multiple times in the paint. I love what I'm seeing out of Steph Castle this year. Will probably be Rookie of the Year. But he's got to get better with his decision making in the paint. He's either turning the ball over in the paint or he's getting blocked far too often. I have faith he'll work on that in the offseason. He'll work with somebody. That's rough to see. Mamu, rough night for Mamu. 1 of 6 from the field, 3 points. Mamu played 19 minutes. No assists, no steals, no blocks, and no rebounds. This is one of the biggest healthy guys we have left on the roster. No rebounds in 19 minutes. This is the problem with Mamu. He has amazing games like he did a week or 2 ago, whatever it was, where he dropped, 34 in 19 minutes. He has those games where he's running around, ton of energy, scoring like a madman, rebounding. You're like, Mamu, why don't you get more minutes? And then he has a game like this, 4 games like this, he just disappears. Inconsistent, like a lot of our guys. I just smacked my computer. Julian Champagny with 19 points. He didn't get to 20, 7 of 13 from the field. A nice game. Did not like the dunk at the end when Orlando was clearly not playing any defense of any kind. Keldon Johnson with 7 points, 7 boards, 4 assists. He actually had a decent game, but only played 18 minutes. You guys said he was holding his back on the sideline. Hopefully he didn't get hurt because he's been very good for us off the bench. Blake Wesley, not a very good game. 4 points on 1 of 4 shooting. Did have 4 boards and 3 assists. Well, it's not a horrible game. Jordan McLaughlin, Malachi Branham came in at the end. Both put up goose eggs as it was at the end. Garbage time minutes for them. Let's go to Tankathon. Tankathon. See if they're updated. By the way, are we on a losing streak? Yes, we are. We've lost 5 in a row. Oh, Malanta. We have 7 games left. And I'm looking at the standings. Toronto's 28 and 48. The Spurs are 31 and 44. I don't think they're going to play bad enough to fall below us. Brooklyn has 25 wins. They are not winning 6 more games. So it looks like we're going to stay at the 8 seed. Portland has 2 more wins than us and 1 less loss. And right now with this team, who wins is a lot, especially with our remaining schedule. Chicago has 34 wins. Miami has 34 wins. Nah, we're not catching them. I don't think we'll win 2 more games the rest of the year. We have 7 games left. I want to look at our remaining schedule. How many games left do you think we can really win, guys? We got Denver tomorrow night. That's going to be a loss. I'm sorry. We're going to lose to Denver. We got Cleveland Friday. We're going to get smashed by Cleveland. We cannot handle their size. We have Portland Sunday. That's a winnable game. Then we got the Clippers. Probably not. The Warriors. Probably not. The Suns. April 11th. That could be a maybe if they're tanking at that point. If they're just throwing their season away. And then Toronto for the last game, we could win that one. I don't see any more than 3 wins. So we could get to 34. But I wouldn't be shocked if I think we can get at least 2 more. I think we're going to be the 8th seed, and then we'll just need some luck from the lottery balls. But I don't see us winning more than 34, which is still an improvement. I know this all sounds bad and gloom and doom. 34 wins is still 12 more than last year and 12 more the year before, so we're trending in the right direction. And let's not forget our head coach was out pretty much all this year, and we had Pocket Pool Johnson running the show. Wemmy's missed half of the season. Fox barely played for us. We have good things in the pipeline. Next year, we're going to be a playoff team. We're just going to have to slog through one more losing season, and then it's to infinity and beyond. The Bulls clinch the playoffs. Oh, okay, Jess, they're in the play-in. Okay. Rich, my 99 cents is. Oh, did you super chat me, Carlos? You did. Okay, I got to move up and see. I'm sorry, I usually do that after checking the stats. There is a super chat there. Carlos, thank you for the $1 super chat. Oh, he's turning green. What happened to him? Oh, my last one over him. It's an unhappy face, but it's making me laugh because those big face emojis make me laugh. And thank you for that. I'm an emoji guy. Thank you very much, Carlos. Appreciate it. No more than 2 wins. It's 2 to 3. It really is going to depend on what our opposition does at the end of the year, if they're going to be resting everybody. Although we could start seeing these phantom injuries turn up for the Spurs. Sohan out for the rest of the season. Kellen out for the rest of the season. Who knows? They start playing more, I don't know. Malachi Branham starting. I'll still call it if that happens. It was fun hanging out with you guys. It was a close game. The 4th quarter was a disaster. Good things are coming, guys. Good things are coming. We're going to get a lottery pick, top 8 pick, maybe higher, maybe lower. It could. Let's not forget, it could drop too. It's not a guarantee we stay at the 8th spot. If any teams move up and we don't, that means we drop to 9 or 10. But we'll have a top 10 pick regardless. The Atlanta pick, even if they make the play-in, will be top 16-ish, top 17-ish. Good things are coming. As a Magic fan, this was a great game to watch. Happy to see my team win. Y'all got amazing. Yes, thank you, Zach. Zach, I appreciate that. Y'all got an amazing future ahead. Could potentially even get Coop. That would be crazy. Zach, congratulations on the win. You guys really played well in the 4th quarter. Turned up the defensive intensity. So congratulations to you guys. And if the Spurs were to get Cooper Flag, there's the dynasty. I can't see that being anything but a dynasty, barring injuries. Victor Wembanyama, Stephon Castle, Cooper Flag, De'Aaron Fox. There's just way too much talent there. It would be something. And oh my gosh. I don't do that, Black Cat, but go ahead and enjoy that. Guys, if you get thumbs up on the way out, it does help the channel and appreciate it. I'm going to call it a night. Appreciate you being here. On behalf of myself, Yodi, Headband Grogu, Low Mikey, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go! I lost my. Oh. I shut down the window to stop the stream. Well, I can't stop the stream if I don't have YouTube up. I accidentally closed that out. Hold that thought for me ending the stream. Nice job, TSR. Nice job. I'm not in YouTube Studio right now, so I literally can't end the stream. If I clicked end on OBS, it would just be a blank screen. All right, I'm back in YouTube Studio. My apologies. That was a little embarrassing, but it's all good. Veronica, thank you for stopping in. Just caught you coming in at the end. Go Spurs, go to you. And we'll be back tomorrow for the Nuggets at 9 p.m. Once again, on behalf of myself, Baby Yodi, Low Mikey, Headband Grogu, and Selena, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? The Spurs go.